Yo, 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 yo. Come on.
Sure, let me take this off. I didn't really want to be here. That's why I was hiding myself. But I'm here. Sure. Blood. What kind of what is there to talk about? What is it to talk? That's why KG this is why KG does this shit. Yeah. He ain't got shit to talk about this shit match that we just experienced. It was a rubbish trash.
It
It was
was
what kind of derby did we witness, fam? No, let's just be honest. What did we witness in it?
a dead one, Joe. A dead derby, Joe. Like it's was so dead that I was gonna say a joke, but that joke is dead. Like it was so dead, bro. Like it's crazy because like this is probably the worst Manchester City I've ever seen under Pep Guardiola. Like we did today, we played versus a dead Phil Foden, a checked out, mentally checked out Kevin De Bruyne. He's not in the Premier League anymore. He's in Saudi Arabia or whatever. We played against Marmoush, the same Marmoush that played when Egypt was playing against Botswana. They're really really bad Marmoush. We played against like a washed Gundogan. We were just so. This was a Rodri-less Manchester City. This was the best opportunity for us right now to like actually beat this team, and we just couldn't do it. We just couldn't get the ball into the like into the final third in a way that was really 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 convincing. If you think
Just
about
say it, fam. Where's that clip? Where's that clip?
which clip,
Damn, damn,
them dead,
That's
them
what
dead, them dead.
that's what you should be playing, fam. Because listen, I'm not good. Look, bro. All I want to listen is half time over here, yeah. I got my
Yeah,
kids, bro. I got better things to do than looking
yeah.
over this shit game. And then here, I'm here. Why am I here? Why am I here?
You know,
KG, why am I here? Why are you not here? Face the fans, fam, and this absolute shit show.
you
Cha.
know, do like when you think about the history of this Manchester derby, bro, like there's been so many iconic moments. Like, say, you remember obviously one of my favorite, like, top five Man United, derby moments was that Wayne Rooney bicycle kick. You remember like there's been so
Of
many
course,
like
that was beautiful.
there was like the Paul Scholes like header last minute. There was the uh, Roy Keane also last minute. There was bro,
Even last
so many.
season, bro.
The Paul
Even last
Pogba,
season.
the Alexis Sanchez Pogba one, bro. There's been
Hold
so
on, can
many
you hear me?
things.
Hello?
What?
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
yeah.
Oh, because he said I'm on mute. No, that's why I'm asking.
No, no, no,
He
no,
said
no, no,
Joe's
no,
on
no.
mute.
I
You can
can
hear
hear
me,
you.
yeah? All right,
Yeah,
cool. Oh, it
yeah,
said never mind. Okay. Okay,
yeah.
cool. All right, no, I
Anyway,
just checking because you know I always have audio issues, so don't be like that, people, man. So, anyway, you know what though, but on a real note though, yeah, look, this derby was absolutely just horrific in terms of like the way that we were set up. Actually, no, do you know what? Was we set up bad? Do you know
no,
what though? I
the
do want to.
coach set us up for a win. He coached
Okay,
for
so
a
what was
win.
wrong? So what
What
was
was
wrong?
wrong was that the
Let's talk
chances
about what
were
was wrong.
falling for the mo- wrong players.
Hold on, no, but
Bro,
hold on.
bro,
You're gonna see
like,
the wrong players, the
imagine,
wrong MFers,
listen,
yeah.
Joe. I was just telling you about the Wayne Rooney free kick. Like, imagine we're having moments of like that require a player with technique to be getting those like moments that Ugarte was getting. We're having moments that like Dorgu is unfortunately left-footed and the ball arrives to him on the right side. We're having it was like the chances were being created, but for the wrong people at the wrong time, and that but there was other chances like the Xerxes moment. First thing when Xerxes came in, made a connection with the ball made Edison make a save. So like there was some moments where we could have affected the game and actually got a goal, but it was just never good enough of a finish or good enough of a final pass.
I'm telling you this right now, bro. Yeah. Like the Manchester derby.
Them dead, them dead, them dead, them dead, them dead.
That's the ugly of it. It's an ugly derby, bro, right?
Disgusting.
Brother.
Do you know what? Yeah. Do you know what? Oh, do you know also pissed me off? There was way too much of this shit. What's this shit?
Yeah. What kind of managers hug each other? Bro, did you see that was an extended hug? There was an extended hug, bro. And then they said some stuff and then hugged each other again. Guys, you just played a derby.
I'm not into the friendly business. I'm not into the... Listen, when it comes to a derby, the most I want is like a quick... Cool,
You can be friends tomorrow. You can be friends tomorrow. You've got each other's WhatsApp numbers. Like, what, man, they was just diluting the thing, bro. Pep has managed to like quell this thing down, and he used to have these really good rivalries.
You know what? Everybody's starting to feel sorry for Pep. I don't know why all the managers are feeling sorry for Pep. Yeah, it was like a friendly game. Exactly, Yusuf. A friendly game today. Friendly game. Them guys didn't even care if the players weren't playing good. It's like they both were checked out. Both the managers were checked out, bro. Where was the passion on the sideline? Where was that? You got mad once. Amram got mad once. He got mad once in the whole match. That's what we saw. Yeah, well, that's what I saw anyway. Yeah, and anyway,
there was one moment, an Ugarte moment, bro. Ugarte had a moment.
I said he got mad once.
Yeah, Ugarte was like, he actually brought a little bit of like that vim, that like, okay, yo, like I thought like
Ugarte was just mad because he was playing shit. How about that?
Nah. I think he was, he brought the attitude that you would want. That's what it was. That's what it was. But either way, whatever. That was really, really that was ugly. But the bad, Joe, was like I don't wanna say single out Dorgu, like, and say like, he's bad, but like he's doing exactly what he needs to be doing at his age in the Premier League right now, and he'll have moments where he's good and moments where he's bad, and he's 19, 20. So 20 years old, I think. Yeah. So, it was just a bad, what?
This is the thing that this is the situation that we find ourselves in right now. Yeah, that actually leaves me a little bit scared about moving forward with Ineos and the way that they seem to want to get players for this club at this moment in time. Now, at this moment in time, bro, Dorgu's getting cussed. Now, do you remember when I used to question, and this is going to go back to someone that everybody hates me talking about, but Erik ten Hag, right? Now, some of these players that have come in, right? Now, Dorgu, would you say that he's a signing that Amram made himself?
No, he's an Ineos signing.
Will he collect the blame for everything Dorgu does?
What do you mean, will he collect the blame?
Will he collect the blame, bro? This is what I'm saying to you is, look, Anthony was definitely a Ten Hag signing, right?
100%.
Then people want to question the likes of De Ligt and Mazraoui because they're playing good now. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. There was a club signing. What I'm saying to you is right now, Dorgu to me feels like a club signing, 100% from the top to the bottom. Yeah.
Sure.
This is a guy that fits the system. They say they think he fits your system. How about you try this guy? Yeah. He's not tried. He's not tested. Well, he's been tested a little bit because he played first team for his team. But how much first team did he play? And what league was he playing in? They didn't buy Amram. What has Ineos bought Amram that's a solid solid first team starter that you can say, yeah, that's exactly what Amorim needed. What have they bought for him? What have they bought for him?
Joe, but Ineos doesn't particularly just want to recruit first team starters. They are into this new project of like
Yes, but what does Amorim need right now, bro? Forget that. I know what their policies are, but you hired a man halfway through the season.
Yeah.
Halfway through the season, correct?
Yeah. November, sure.
Not even halfway. Not even halfway. Not even halfway through the season. Very early in the season, as far as I'm concerned, yeah. And then when it came to the January transfer window, you bought him.
The Dorgu, yep. Haven, Chido.
And Heaven, Chido. Yeah, but listen, none of them you can say. Out of any of them, Dorgu's the first team starter. The rest of them are in the academy, bro. Only Heaven started now, and Dorgu's, and what's the name, started now. But you can't call them first team players. Yeah? Can you?
I'm not sure exactly, Joe, what you're talking about when you're saying first team players, because I thought you just mean people that like are in the starting 11, like that are like, all right.
I think that in the starting 11, then you can't even include the two people you just said. Then Heaven and the other guy, Obi.
Yeah. So okay, yeah. So I care. All right, I hear that point. But what I'm trying to say is that you know the policy. You know what they want. You know the new vision.
The policy wrong? Is the policy wrong? Because if you've not bought, listen, an extra policy as well, yeah. Because guess what? When you bought the guy, surely you should have said that. Okay, even if you're gonna buy young or whatever for the future,
sure.
The guy is gonna need some players for now. And when he came in and saw how shit those players was, yeah, he decided he needed to get rid of the main guy who just got a pay raise, yeah.
Sure.
He likes the other one that just got a pay raise, which is his countryman, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
The Englishman is gone, yeah.
Yeah.
The Garnacho's giving problems and he doesn't fit the system. The other English up and coming rising talent is also not sure if he's going to fit into the system. Are we being honest right now? Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
Who is the up and coming one?
Bobby.
Okay. All right.
Not sure if he's going to fit into the system. Yeah. Hold on, Anthony. When he came, right? Anthony. We already wanted Anthony out. Then they got rid of Anthony. Yeah, they got rid of Sancho. Bro, we have no attackers. Yeah. And then they didn't give him any attackers. And this is the people that you're supposed to trust to give him something. What did they give him as a manager to make him better this team this season? This season, not for the future, for this season. For this season right here, right now, so we can get some sort of accolade, so we can attract bigger players, so we can keep on being a name that matters on a day-to-day basis.
I hear you.
My bomb, I would drop it.
Yeah. No, but I hear what you're saying. It's like, yeah, the policy, because the bigger question of what you're saying is like, is the policy wrong? And I think the policy can be improved. It's like you need a balance. I understand the buying for the future, investing in a player that has shows very, very high ceiling. That's something that's good. I encourage that. But you need to do that as well as also have a mixture of
now.
You know what I mean? Players already established and bona fide and actually producing players. And you have to pick which positions are those players in and which positions are you going to need to improve. So clearly we need somebody that is good for right now. Clearly that can't be a project situation as well. Maybe the wing backs, we can keep like exploring that route and buying like cheap and buying young and like, but because young players have a lot of energy. But when it comes to strikers, when it comes to midfielders who are supposed to be the pillar and the heartbeat of the team, you need to really like go for players that are like established. You can have those two central positions, like established players, and then build a team around like, a mixture of like young, old, or like.
I'll be honest with you.
You know what I mean? So
I understand what you're trying to say, but I kind of disagree with what you're saying. If I'm being honest with you, boss, I kind of disagree with what you're saying. The whole policy of like buying youth, buying effing youth, yeah,
Yeah.
it kind of disrupts the project of actually trying to get there now. Yeah, you're talking about okay in 3 or 4 years, but what if the players that you're buying never come to fruition? You're always building on a hope. What if tomorrow never comes? Do you get what I'm saying, bro? Tomorrow actually never comes because you're always in today. Do you understand what I'm saying? We live in the present. We don't live in tomorrow, bro. Yeah, we don't live in 5 years from now. We live in the today, and
Sure.
today you can see exactly what the team is not producing. You can see exactly what the Amrim is struggling with. Yeah, the upfront ain't doing the upfront business. And if you think we're gonna wait for 4 or 5 years for Chino to mature, for who? Oh, you're gonna buy someone to replace Ahmad. Oh no, sorry, not Ahmad, to replace Garnacho. Oh, you might get rid of Kobe, who might go somewhere else and become a generational talent. And then in all that time, guess what? It might not actually work out with Amarim. How about that? Think about that. All of this preparation for the fucking future, and then the future is not even what we want in the future. That is the thing.
Joe,
That's
if
the
it doesn't work out with Amarim, they'll just fire Amarim and hopefully look for another coach that plays at
no, that's the fucking problem.
another coach that plays at 3 at the back system, because this is what now Ineos want. This is what Christopher Vale, Wilcox, this is what they want. This is the direction we're going.
Fuck them. Yeah, nah, bro. Nah, fuck all this bullshit talk. No, bro, yeah. Supposed they're wrong. Who asked for 3 at the back, bro? We watched the Zerbi playing and thought it was good or something. What the fuck are we doing? Anyway.
I mean, it's worked for Chelsea, Antonio Conte. So what makes you think like it can? Like Pep's tactics are starting to get washed. It used to be kind of interesting to see, like even when Arteta was getting Arsenal to play good, it was like, what are they building? What's going on here?
Well, though.
You know what I mean? But that football,
we look dead though, bro. We look like
no,
bro.
But listen, let me say my point. Listen first. Listen. What I'm trying to say is that Pep Guardiola type of football is starting to actually look like it's yesterday's expired milk, bro. And like it's not as fear inducing anymore. This is why, teams don't fear Manchester City anymore. This is why even Manchester City doubt themselves now. It's like, how are they gonna? We could actually be witnessing a new period right now for Guardiola, bro, where like it's not gonna go like the way it's been going. But the point
I'm not talking about Guardiola, bro.
Yeah, the point that I'm trying to make. Listen. The point that I'm trying to make is this is opening space for a new like type of football, and maybe Ineos have peeped into the future and say, look, everybody gonna start playing 3 at the back if it starts working out with us. That's what it is. That's all. This is the point that I was trying to say. And yes, Preem, thank you for saying it, because Joe is out here sounding like he's Ruben Amorim out already.
So you know what? Let me tell you something.
Are you Ruben Amorim out?
Let me tell you something, rude boy. I don't care what I sound like. Yeah, I don't care what it sounds like to you. Yeah, I'm telling you right now. Yeah, this guy has got till next season with me. Yeah, and when he gets his players, because and you know what? It's not just him. Yeah, it's Ineos as well, because Ineos brought this guy in. Yeah, the promise of better, while not providing him with the tools that he needs. So don't get me wrong, I feel a little bit bad for the guy in terms of like he's working with a handicap. Do you understand what I mean? Yeah, he's working with a handicap because these guys are not providing him anything. They gave him Dogu, they gave him Heaven, they gave him Obi, who unproven players, bro. Yeah, and they bought another guy that's supposed to come in next season. Yeah, and I can't even remember his name. Yeah. But what I'm getting at is, bro, you're buying him promises of the future rather than giving him something for today. And this is where it falls down with me, him, and the system, and the higher ups, the hierarchy, whatever you want to call them. The Thanos glove, bro, they are broken. Those are fake gems, bro. They bought themselves fake stones, bro. Rhinestone gems is what they got in that glove, bro. Yeah, that glove will break down. It's not gonna work. Yeah.
I hear you.
No, I'm telling you, bro. Yeah, I do not believe in Ineos. Yeah, if they do not back the manager to a point where he gets almost everything he needs in this next pre-season, then he's fucked. And I ain't gonna be there going, oh no, he didn't get what he needs. I'm gonna be like, well, fuck him then. You can't coach this, so fuck him, because that's how everybody treated the last one. I'm going on the same thing. Nobody's getting backed like that. Nobody's getting another defense league. It's all Manchester United before everything, fam. Yeah. And you know what? Yeah. He's got till next season. That's all I'm saying. If people want to know if I'm Amram out, I'm not Amram out yet.
So okay, I hear what you're saying, and I think like one season, and this like chunk of the season has been pretty much, it's preseason for Ruben Amorim, right? It's a write-off, like we're calling it. It's pretty much a free hit, right? Would you say that? Right?
What in the Premier League? You mean the match today?
Like no, like
I mean, okay, all right. I'll agree. We can use the Premier League as practice matches. Fair enough. Yeah, but what was he practicing today? Then tell me what he was practicing today. Tell me what you saw that was Tell me what you saw that he was trying to implement that maybe he could work on Thursday. The low block again, because we've implemented that. Listen, ask you what he said. I'm asking you from your eye test what he said. I'm asking you. What did you see that he was implementing, that he was trying to do differently, that he was trying to learn, trying to grow, trying to be a better manager? Because he's not the finished product yet. Let's be honest. Is he?
No, he's not. Okay, I'll tell you what I saw. I saw, first of all, us attacking a lot using Dorgu, which is something that, we haven't been doing like ever since we got this new wingback system, right? We haven't been at the early part of the season. A lot of our attacks were like, even when Rashford was there, it was through Rashford, so it was through like the 9 and through the 10. But nowadays we're having the wingbacks, especially Dorgu, involved a lot in our offensive like play. So that is something that's an improvement. I think also we saw a very good Bruno Fernandes, like, him running the show. I mean, it's not news because he's been sort of doing that lately in the season. So like, but like at least we saw a continuation of that. So hopefully that's preparation for Thursday, because today was a training session, and it was just the only difference. It was a versus a team that was wearing blue, and there was cameras on, and we were watching it. And, I feel like, as we were saying at the beginning of the show, I want my 90 minutes back. I want my 96 minutes back. But anyway, back to what we saw. Another thing that we saw too was Xerxes bringing a little bit more like glue to the attack. And that for me, I feel like, he was, bro, like Højlund played, but
you know what?
You don't even remember.
Bro, I'm just gonna look. F Højlund, F Xerxes right now. F the whole lot of them. I'm going on like Eminem right now, bro. And this is 8 Mile. F y'all if you don't doubt me. Yeah, they're all pieces of shit, and I'm gonna say it proudly. Yeah, all of them are shit. Yeah, I'm done. They're, bro, do you know what? Where's the fucking video? No, shut up. No, you shut up too, bro. Yeah, that's what.
Them dead.
Nah. Dorgu is not dead. No.
Bro,
our attack
so you know what I'm saying? Listen. On a whole, the team's dead. Yes, there might be a few people that you might want to progress with in terms of like building a team for the future. But what I'm saying is Amram can't be the one building the team for the future. He said it when he arrived here himself. What did he say, bro, about his time?
So in your opinion,
what did he say? You tell me what's the good? What's the good?
I just listed for you about 3 goods.
Oh, because Xerxes linked up. Listen, Xerxes did what Xerxes did. Højlund does what Højlund does, and it all produced what? Shit.
Yeah, bro. That's not.
What's that?
But defensively, we're improving. You can't say that's not a good. We are improving. Yeah, this Manchester City team.
I think we've been okay this whole season defensively. We've been all right. We've been
Joe,
all right this whole season.
You out here acting
Fair
like
enough.
a clean sheet.
How have we been this whole season as a defense? How much goals have we conceded each match? Bro, how have we got much better this season at defense?
No, you asked me for what's good, and I'm telling you right now that a clean sheet is what's good.
So, it's looking good.
Yes, a clean sheet versus Manchester City. I know it's a dead man city, but it's still
all lies will be exposed. That's all. And
I'm telling you, bro.
Sorry?
You can listen to the truth or you can ignore the truth, but the truth will stay the
I'm
truth.
listening. Go on then, bro. I know the truth is truth. So speak your truth. Yeah, stop with this bullshit, bro. Listen, all I'm saying to you is this. Yeah, look, it's got some people to come in here to support you now. I don't know if they're gonna flog you. Do you know, I'm gonna bring your biggest supporter of them all, first of all. Yeah. Let's not even waste time. You need this support, yeah. You want the support, yeah. Don't go anywhere. Doctor, how you doing? Yeah, welcome. He needs your help. He needs your help, yeah.
Well, I had a whole different like good, bad, and ugly, but after hearing you guys, I feel like we need a therapy session.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Let's talk, doctor. The good doctor's in the house. Okay, you got both of us in here right now.
Yeah.
What are you trying to say?
Like, I know you're trying to like find the positives and stuff, and I love you for that. But sometimes you just
I
have
know
to,
you do, right?
No, not in the way you can. Oh wow. Anyway,
Before I get in trouble. Let me stop.
I thought we were past the stage, but anyway, all right.
Thank you very
we're
much.
back here.
Anyway,
You was in the awards show, man.
yeah,
You just got it relit. You get me? We've ignited that fire again. That's what's happened.
Let the doctor
right.
land. Doctor,
Stop
please.
it.
Go ahead.
I'm blushing. Oh my god. Stop it.
She's
I'm just
blushing.
joking, guys.
Oh, come on. No. She said it. Hey.
Oh, Lord.
All right, fine. Quiet time. I'm going to be quiet.
Yeah. So I get it. Even me, like sometimes I feel like I need to be positive about this team, but there are a lot more ugly than goods, and I'm not understanding how Hoyland is a number 9, and he's spending his time. I know I watched the game this afternoon, and first of all, it was boring as hell. After the first leg, the 2-1, the game we won 2-1, and there was a whole hoop de la and everything. And I know I said the word wrong, so nobody should come for me. That after the whole craziness of the first leg, I fully expected like some red cards, some kicking, some stomping, something. It was really the closest we came to it was Ugarte doing the craziness. I really wanted somebody to get punched. I don't care.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
What did she say? What did she say? I'm looking at you just nodding, condoning violence.
No, she wanted the derby energy.
No,
that fight,
yeah, exactly. We needed you remember when the Rooney kick and he went to stand at the corner flag and was just standing there. You know the craziness.
Yes.
This is a derby. Why am I sitting here and looking like struggling?
Yes.
That's ugly. And Hoyland, you are United's number 9. Mm-hmm. You are United's number 9. Act like it. Mason Mount, you come on for like 20 minutes. 2 minutes and you get a yellow card. You are our number 7. Act like it. Why is Dogo out here getting more chances than you? And Dogo is just a shout out for him for trying and attempting. I love it. But come on.
There we go. I was waiting for that. There we go. What? Exactly.
Make sure it goes in the back of the net because I fully expected a Dogo goal. I was ready for it.
Yes.
Xerxes, I love you. But also, when you kick the ball, I know now by now you should know how to kick it for it to get to the back of the net. That's another thing.
What did Xerxes do wrong? Hold on.
Well, remember that shot that he had? Listen, he had a chance, yeah? I just saw it a little while ago. That's the funny thing. I just saw it a little while ago again, yeah? He had a chance, bro, when the ball came to him, yeah? He was in the box, and he just kicked it over there.
Yeah. There was two chances.
Yes.
There was two chances here. One is that, and another one is, again, he had a chance. Instead of falling to the ground, just stand your ground, and if it ricochets off a player, kick him into the back of the net. There was so much like limbs. Okay, the partially good. Okay, no, the bad. Dalot wasn't as bad of a criminal as he was per usual. Unfortunately, I wanted to label him a criminal, but I couldn't. Also, the partially good / bad. Onana still doesn't know how to kick. Onana needs to learn how to kick. I'm sure my boy can kick.
But that's your boy.
Right?
Yes.
That's your boy, Doctor. That's your boy. What do you mean? You want to get rid of Tom Heaton? You want to get rid of Tom Heaton? You want all of them guys gone? You want to keep Onana? Don't pretend. That's your boy.
Look,
he's going to score 7 goals this season. 7 GA, remember? What's going on?
Look, if our players were more serious, he would still have that. He would have that. You know this, and I know this.
Here's the thing. Get out. What's she talking about? Shut up, man. Listen, you would have let this go on forever. That's why I have to deal with the situation, bro. Get out. Yeah? I wish I had it queued up properly. Yeah?
No, big up, Doctor. It's crazy because she's the one criticizing Onana now when she's like, she said 8 assists or 6 assists. Oh my God. I can't ever. Yeah. Anyway.
Huh?
Yeah. That was some crazy takes. But
anyway, let's just move on. Let's get more serious because there's one guy here I know at least will talk the real. If I'm talking shit, he'll tell me. If you're talking shit, he'll tell you. The guy that's always in first through the door, usually. I even skipped him just so you can have a little time with your session there. Yeah. But the one, the only, the winner of the, I can't remember what he won, but he won an award and I fucking didn't. I didn't win a fucking award. Anyway, what's going on, Pav? What's going on, brother? Yo, Mr. I always stay free. Mr. I bust case. Pav, are you actually here or are you just decorating the studio?
What picture is this? Oh my God, Pav.
Let's have a look quickly.
Is that a bald Amorim? Wow.
Yeah, that's because of all that friendly bullshit. It's because of all this bullshit. That's what. Let's remove him. He's not even talking. He's on mute. He doesn't even know. I don't even know if he knows he's on mute. Let me go to the next caller then. Actually, no. Let me go to someone that will be. Actually, no. Let's see. Peter will make me laugh at least. Peter, what's going on, brother?
Yo,
Man,
hey,
like Peter.
Listen. The last call, with Dr. NHS, the first one. It's clear that nepotism still exists in this channel.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Why
Can you explain to Bots Happy though? Why?
Why? Because she said,
Yes,
I was ready to label Dalot as the criminal, but I couldn't. So she was ready with the excuses, but Dalot put in a master show, and she couldn't. Yesterday, the nepotism in the awards, I wouldn't discuss that. Like with me still
It's
breathing.
not even just nepotism. It's also very biased that she had things ready to say about him, but she couldn't.
Listen. But do you know one thing? Prim said 100 times, this is not our voting. This is the voting of the public. He said that 100 times. Goebbels, I don't know if you know him, said when a lie is being told a couple of times, many of times, it becomes a truth. So,
Wow. Accusations, false accusations.
No.
Anyway.
That's what I'm saying.
I wanna ask you, Joe.
Yes.
You ask Bots what we saw today from Amorim. what what are the plans. But what do you see from the alleged best manager in the world in history?
Oh,
What do you see
forget
from
I
him
already
today?
said that. Bro, I said that we were shit. I said that they were shit. I said, but this is the point I said to Bots. Yeah, that's the whole reason I brought up because he was like, oh, but the manager was shit. The other manager was shit. The same manager that you're talking about, Pep Guardiola, was shit as well. Blah blah blah. I say, yeah, but what did he show to do better than him? That means that we're just as shit, fam. What is happening to our team right now? That Amrim can't get a tune out of them whatsoever. Apart from when it comes to, you know what, the most important thing that we need to do, which is the Europa League. Yeah, and that tune has been happening before him.
Yeah, we win the Europa League. So what's the problem with that?
Yeah, no. Imagine if we don't win the Europa League. Don't give me
No,
that.
we will win.
Imagine if we
We
don't. Imagine if we don't.
Why
Then
are you
what?
If we
so
don't, we
sure?
don't.
Brother, I said imagine. I said imagine. We
imagining.
can't be sure that
Yeah.
we're going to win it. So imagine
imagining,
that we
yeah.
don't win it. Then what?
It is what it is.
If he
bro.
doesn't get back, listen, you know, I'm being real with you. I don't even care about winning it. Yeah, you're the one who said about winning it. Yeah, look, the fact of the matter is, yeah, if Amrim doesn't get what he needs next season, and what I'm trying to say to Bots is, I do not believe that Ineos, Glinios, whatever the fuck you want to call them, are going to get him what he needs for next season. And if he has any complaints about what he gets next season, whose fault is it really, number one? And guess what? You know what's going to happen, number two. You know what's going to happen. His head will be rolling. It will be rolling. Another good manager, in a lot of the Man United fan base opinion right now, that we've got a good manager, right? And his head will be rolling before the end of next season if he doesn't get at least 6 players, 100%. Because you guys are telling me all the players are dead right now, right? All the players are dead, right, Pete? Right? Apart from certain ones, because yeah. So at least a good 10 players in the system are shit, right?
Yeah.
So
I need
if that's the case, so hold on. You need what? So you think the manager needs 4 players for next season?
Yeah, four.
Okay, where? Don't tell me who. You don't have to tell me who because that's not your job. Yeah, but where? But where? What position?
Striker.
What position?
Striker.
Yep, number 1. Okay.
Striker. 10, 1 or 2 maybe. Let's say 1, being realistic. A wing back.
And what? 1 striker. So 1 striker.
One striker.
Yeah.
110.
And guess what? What if that? Okay, no. I'm not going to say anything until you're finished. Actually, 1 striker. 1 what?
10 attacking midfielder.
110. Okay.
Wing back. And a goalkeeper.
And a goalkeeper. Okay. Now, what if I told you that striker was Delap? That wing back, yeah, was, forget the wing back. The attacking midfielder, yeah, was Gomez, yeah, right. And the attacking wing back was, I don't even fucking know, some name that you never heard from Uruguay or something, yeah, some South American player that's a promise for the future, yeah. So, and then the goalkeeper is, you get a good goalkeeper. There you go. So what if the 3 players, the 4 players before him was that though? Yeah. Do you understand? So the 3 players before him was that, yeah.
Yeah.
If it was Delap, Gomez, and who did I say? I don't even know. So just some random name you don't know, and then you get a good goalkeeper. Yeah. Like that one from, what's his name? Costa. You can get Costa, the one that everybody's saying is good. Yeah. So you get one good goal, one person that's good. Yeah, so you got a good goalkeeper, but what about the people up front? So we're stopping goals, but we ain't scoring nothing with them. With what I just gave you, are you scoring goals? Are you scoring goals with what I just gave you? And you're going to probably, in order to get that, you lost Garnacho as well.
If we get Gomez, yeah, I'm going to put myself in self-inducing coma. And I will sleep. Until May 2026. Yeah.
Well, bro, what if that's what you get though? What if that's what we get though, fam? Let's be honest. We're all saying, okay, you needed them 4, and that's what they turned around and gave you though. Because the Delap thing is sounding a lot more likely. So we don't get any of the victors. Yeah, no Gyökeres, yeah, no Osimhen, none of the victors come. Yeah, we get Delap. We keep Rasmus.
Not even like
Victor Rasmus.
Not
even none of the victors, fam. No Victor.
Nah, Victor's that's crazy. Victor Anichebe, maybe.
Victor's bring victory. Nah, come on, man.
So that's what I'm saying to you. What if that's what the summer looks like? Then what? Then you're gonna say it's not Amrim's fault, right? It's good to say, because I'll say, it's not Amrim's fault. I'll say it's not Amrim's fault, but guess what? Still Amrim out. it's still going to be Amram out, won't it? And then we'll get rid of another good manager, wouldn't we? You say this manager's good, don't you?
Yeah,
So-
100%, 100%.
So would we not be just damaging another manager's career for a slight period? Because guess what? They're going to get another job after fucking us, bro. Yeah.
Also,
But what are we doing? What are we
I
doing?
have to,
What are we
I
doing?
have to say,
What are we doing?
for the friendliness today in the derby, bro. Like I'm from Eastern Europe, and when it's derby day here, like everything is closed 2 days before and 2 days after. So if you watch some videos of the Belgrade derby, I'm going every single Belgrade derby, whether it's football, whether it's basketball. And when I tell you that I see tanks, that I see 50,000 policemen, when I see footballers killing themselves, killing.
What did you say?
Tanks, bro, tanks to stop fighting. Yeah, that's what we need. But also, the fire needs to come from the fans as well. I think that also it was dead for us. That's why it was dead on the pitch. You know what I mean? Where was the flares?
Yeah.
Where was the rowdiness? Where was the songs? It was dead for both sides. So I think it was just dead in general. You know what I mean?
I'm watching Bruno and KDB hugging. I remember like I don't think anyone would care about this, but I remember when the Serbian goalkeeper, number 1 goalkeeper, was goalkeeper of Partizan Belgrade. So I support Red Star Belgrade. And in the last match, his last match for Partizan Belgrade, the fans didn't applaud him. No one hugged him. They threw bombs at him, bro, and flares.
Oh.
So that's the difference. But as I said, maybe the culture maybe is different. So I don't know. Maybe restrictions and that. So I cannot really tell anything about the derbies there. The only derby I care about is Liverpool.
Dead.
I don't care about Manchester derby.
Yeah, the Man City derby. We just saw we saw it for what it really was today. Yeah. It's been an overhyped, only because Plastic City have been up there for so long. Yeah, that they was just we had to acknowledge them in it. Yeah, but let's face it, we don't care about the Manchester derby, fam. We actually don't. Yeah. It's only if they're winning that we give a shit, because we can't have them being the loud neighbors. Apart from that, we don't give a shit, because they will never catch up to us unless we're dead for 20 years. We have to be dead for 20 years, and they have to be relevant for 20 years as well. That's the thing. And they won't be relevant for 20 years. I'm just saying what I said. I said what I said. Yeah, I said what I said. They ain't going to be relevant for 20 years.
Nah.
Where?
You gotta fall off, bro. Eventually, hopefully, we'll get up. But it's been 13 years since we won the Premier League, bro. I celebrated then with chocolate milk and biscuits, bro. I want to celebrate now, bro.
Yeah, I mean, proper celebrate. Yeah, proper celebrate. You know what I mean? Midnight celebrations.
Everything.
Anyway, Peter, stay in the back if you want. I'm gonna let you go now, bro. Stay in the back if you want, bro. Big. Listen. Let me talk to this waste man, Plastic City fan. Yo, what's going on, waste man? What's going on? How's your team doing? How's your team doing? I don't care. How about that? Don't care. What the fuck you doing here? Why did you come here?
Bring him back.
Bring him back at the end. Nah, he can wait.
Nah. Let me bring him back.
All right.
I'm a paying member. Come on. What's the perks?
I was going to give you a time.
That was.
We got members content now. Don't tell me about what's the point of being a member. Go watch the members content. I ain't gonna respect you here no more.
Nah. We played Man City today. Let's
the worst derby. That's the worst derby I've ever seen for a very long time. What was that game? And credit where credit. You guys deserve to beat us. We were rubbish from minute 1. We were rubbish. When I saw that lineup, I said we're gonna lose. If United don't beat us, oh my goodness. Having 4 grandfathers on midfield, having 7 midfielders on that pitch. Right back, we had Mateus Nunes. We had 7 midfielders on the pitch. Nico O'Reilly is a midfielder. He's not a left back, and he was cooking. Mateus Nunes.
It can't just be like all of them become grandfathers just like that and just.
Oh no, they are grandfathers. They are Kovacic, grandfather. Yeah, Bernardo, grandfather. KDB, grandfather. Who else? Bernardo, grandfather. Anyone
No,
who's
you
in
know
third-
what?
anyone-
I think it's
You don't
Pep
actually
style
have
of
grandchildren.
Pep
Hold
style
on.
of
They are
You-
football
grandfathers.
is now
They are
grandfather.
All of
grandfathers.
those you just said. But hold on. When you began, you said there was 5 grandfathers on the
Yeah,
pitch.
I said
Yeah.
4 grandfathers, 7 midfielders
4.
on the pitch. I said 4 grandfathers, 7 midfielders on the pitch.
Okay, so 4 grandfathers, and did he name 4?
Yeah, I did. Gundogan, Bernardo, Kovacic, and KDB.
And
That's
they
4.
really actually have grandkids.
Those,
I don't know your team like that.
The way they're playing, they are playing like grandfathers.
Yeah.
They're acting.
Do
like
they have grandchildren?
No,
No, they're
Joe. Of
grandfathers.
course they
You know-
do that. Like all.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Seriously, you guys were the better team. You guys, if you actually had a clinical edge, you would have beaten.
Coutinho. It's Pep style of football that's becoming.
And how? No. This is why I disagree with you. Oh, wait, boss.
Like
No. It's not washed. It's his system only works when he has the players. His system only works when he has the players. Yes or no?
So what? Oh, so hold on a minute. Who are you talking about? You're talking about your manager's
Sounds
system
like
only
we're
works
talking
when
about
he has the players.
Eric Ten
How
Hag.
long? But hold on, but bro, exactly. You said you're acting like you're in the middle of some fucking project, bro. Yeah, you're talking like us, fam. You're
All
talking
right.
about you ain't
When
had
you
how
guys
much, you
have-
know, bro.
when you
You've
have
been
four-
winning for
when
20
you guys-
years. You
when you
should
guys
have
have
a
four
team.
grandfathers on
That's
your
what
team, when you guys have
anything.
when you guys have
People
four
don't replace
grandfathers on
people.
your team, let's see how you do. Let's see how you do. When you have 4 Casemiros on the
What
pitch, let's see how
bullshit is
you do.
this?
Let's see
That's
how you do.
bullshit, bro.
Let's see how you
You
do.
are
Let's see how you
talking
do.
like you're in. Okay. Let me stop shouting. Are you in the middle of a project?
No, we'll be back next season.
Are you in the middle of a
We're in a
project?
rebuild. We're in a rebuild. We're in a rebuild.
You're in a rebuild.
Yes, a rebuild.
So this is the best that you could produce is against 13, 14 place Manchester United, yeah?
It wasn't
The best you can produce
wasn't
is
the
what
best.
you just did on the pitch today. So hold on. And it depends on him having every single wait a second. It depends on him having every single player on the pitch.
No, this is why.
That's what he said. He needs every player.
Not every player. He just needs some play. He didn't start the players. If he actually started,
How much players did he have today? How much players didn't he have today? Remember, he picked the starting lineup, yeah?
That's
How much
correct.
players did he not have today on that pitch? Out of 11 players, how much of them wasn't there in your opinion?
We would have won if he started 2 players. I think we would have won if we started these 2 players. The centre back who sometimes plays right back in Kusanov.
Just say the names, but I don't know who you're talking about. I don't know your blood clot team. Who you talking about, fam?
Gonzalez, the CDM. We would have won. We would have won if he started them 2 players. We would have won.
Woulda, coulda, shoulda, fam. All I'm saying, so you're telling me, so why didn't he start them then? So why didn't he start them? Why didn't he start them? Why didn't he start them?
Because he overthinks. He overthinks. Let me share my screen. Let me share my screen if that's okay. Let me show you the.
Is it time for Pep to go? Is it time for Pep to go?
No, it's not.
You can share it. Hold on, you can share it, but we can talk while you're sharing it. I don't want to wait for you. Listen, is it time for Pep to go?
No, why? Having one bad season, it's time for him to go. No.
I'm just asking the question. He seems like he's going through things, isn't it? He looks like he's going through things.
I just won't give him transfer control. I just wouldn't give him transfer control.
Are you telling me right now that Pep Guardiola has no say on the players that he gets into his team? Is that what you're trying to fucking say?
No, don't twist my words. Don't twist my words. I said I would give him 1 second, Joe, please. He's the reason why the team is a mess. He is the reason. His tactics and him not rebuilding the squad. His sporting director. Okay. You want to?
I'm letting it talk.
His sporting director came to him in the summer. He said, "Let me rebuild the squad." He didn't know he was going to rebuild. He was going to rebuild the summer. He said, "I had 1 year." He was going to leave at the end of the season, but he said, "No, I can't leave this team in the mess that they're in." It's Pep's fault. 90% of the mess that we're in is because of Pep. So next season, he has to accept the rebuild. He didn't even want the players that we got in January. He refused. He didn't want to bring in any players because he wants to give favoritism to the players that he currently has.
Right.
Whether you want to believe that or not.
I have a question though. Why did Gundogan come back then? Why did Pep decide I'm going to bring Gundogan back to this team?
I don't know.
Why did Pep Guardiola, knowing that he wants to help build this team, what players did you sign in the summer?
We only signed Savinho, a right winger.
Oh, where's
Right. So Pep Guardiola, knowing that he wants to rebuild this team, only signs Savinho.
No, he delayed it. His sporting director wanted to rebuild. He said, "No, I can get more out of these players." You can go check the quotes.
Right. So Pep's saying he can get more out of these. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I just have a question. Right. So it's Pep's fault for putting the players out on the pitch today. Like you said, who was it you said there was issues today on the team?
Bernardo, Gundogan, and Kovacic.
Bernardo, Kovacic, and Gundogan, right?
Gundogan, yeah.
Old people.
Why were they your issues?
Because they have no legs in the midfield.
Because they have no legs, right?
They have no. You know what I mean by
Manchester
no legs?
United had a midfield pivot of Casemiro and what's it called, Eriksen.
Ugarte.
No. I'm talking about previous season. I'm talking about last season. We had a midfield pivot of those two. We had a midfield pivot of Casemiro and Eriksen. Big man, you want to talk about no legs? We managed to win an FA Cup with that. You want to talk about the previous season with that? We had those two in a midfield pivot, and you want to talk about having no legs? You have KDB, one of the best passers in the league, on the team.
This is why I disagree with you, Connor. We play more expansive. You play more conservative. Ten Hag played conservative. You play conservative football with Amarin. Let's not say you play.
We play conservative football. How many times?
You play expansive
No. You don't play expansive. You play boring. All you do is pass the ball side to side until you work your way up the pitch a bit.
Correct,
Then when you lose it, you can't handle it.
Correct.
It's not expansive football. It's boring football. It's just Ollie ball. It sounds like Ollie ball with a few extra passes in there, isn't it? Because Ollie just loved those sideways passes. That's all you ball is. It's just Ollie ball.
I agree with that. The football.
Ollie ball was just counter-attacking football. Let's just
No.
Yeah.
I mean, like during the build-up, Joe, like when you get the ball in midfield and McTominay go to Fred and then Fred back to McTominay, then McTominay to Wan-Bissaka and Wan-Bissaka back inside. You're just those little sideways things. That's all City are doing. City are just shit. Manchester City cannot play good expansive football anymore. They play boring dog shit, and that's why they've been found out.
No, because we don't have the personnel. Can you be objective? We don't have the personnel.
Why don't you get the personnel?
You're missing. Hold on. You're missing. Rodri.
Bring them in. Pep refused to bring them in.
Right. So what's the difference between last season and this season?
Because we had legs in the midfield.
You know what?
Who did you have last season that you didn't have this season? No. Who did you have last season?
Connor. Go answer this question. Then I'm going to get rid of Connor because I want to bring someone else to talk to you.
We had the legs.
Who? No. Who did you have?
You don't answer the question though. Answer the question.
Who did you have?
We had Rodri.
Apart from Rodri, who did you have in legs?
Rodri, Kovacic, and Bernardo and Foden and the prime.
Yeah, but you just said that.
You just scored fucking two of those three granddads, you dickhead.
You said you done your job, Connor.
Why is he calling me a
Calm
dickhead?
down. I got rid of him.
This guy, man.
Calm down.
This mouthy little individual.
Calm down. Don't worry. It's reckless. Don't worry. Look, Connor's a dickhead. Connor's a dickhead anyway. Look, I'll call Connor a dickhead for you. Don't worry. Like Connor understands. Don't worry. This is the reckless channel, bro. Continue. So I don't think you can handle the argument sometimes.
What for? What? We said in a civil debate. Why?
Do you know what? Look, Connor, say sorry. No, come back and say.
No, I apologize. I got heated. It's my bad. It's my fault. I got heated. I apologize, Coutinho. I apologize.
You've done it to other people.
And I'm apologizing, Coutinho. Coutinho, I'm apologizing. Calm down.
Wrong.
All right. All right. You take a minute as well to calm down. I think everybody needs to calm down.
Yeah, let's cleanse the space for a second. Let's
cleanse this area. Woosah. Hey, do it with me. Woosah. Cleanse this motherfucking space. Anybody got a candle that can light in this bitch? Right, what the fuck? Anyway, as I was saying, yeah. Woosah. Everybody calm down, yeah. Man City. But that's the kind of rivalry that we needed on the pitch today. Yeah.
Right.
What's going on? That's what we needed on the pitch today. That's what Doctor wanted to see. Listen, let me just Doctor, isn't that what you wanted to see today, right? That was more like it, right?
Exactly.
More like it.
What I wanted. Some argument. Make it fun.
Yes.
And
and he just left. Don't go. He left. Come back. Don't worry, bro. You see, this is what it is. This is why KG's channel is just so hard to grow. This is why it's so hard to grow. Doctor, you understand it wasn't personal, but you know what? I understand when people call a dickhead. Do you know what? Connor called me a bitch the other day, and I did say I wanted to fight him. So I understand, innit?
It's in the heat of the moment. I get it. When you're losing the battle and you get called a dickhead, it's very painful.
I know. Listen, the thing is, It's what people find acceptable, the level what people find acceptable for what people don't
That's
find
true
acceptable.
too.
We never
That's
know. Because if he called me a dickhead, I say, you're a dickhead. But then he calls me a bitch, I said, I'll fight you. So, you know.
We all have our own triggers. I forgot to say the good. You know,
Yeah, you
earlier
forgot
on,
to
I
say
forgot to
good
say the
earlier
good.
on. This
So
is
what's the good? What's the good? What's the good? What's the good?
It was a
I don't care. Your time's up anyway. You shouldn't have been.
Nah, Joe. You can't do that. You
He's gonna
cannot
bring
do
it back.
that.
You know how much he's looking for. You know, people here that's been waiting like Rob Ryan.
Nah,
no,
Alright,
wow.
So you're bringing me over your girlfriend.
get out of here, Joe.
Not
Finish
over.
your good
Oh,
stuff,
bro, we ain't doing this. She was not finishing it. You think we will? I will finish the show before she finishes her thing. Don't you dare bring her back in there over me. How dare you? Yeah. What the fuck? Anyway, Jesus. I never said I wasn't gonna bring her back. Yeah, just not right now. Look, that was for comedy purposes. You're in your feelings, bro, because you're trying to rizz up the situation, bro. Behave yourself. No, bro. Behave yourself. I said I was gonna bring her back. That was for entertainment purposes. But look at you getting all rattled trying to get rid of me. Listen, I see where your loyalties lie in your loins, you dirty bastard. Yeah? Your
You know.
You know, I see you. I see.
You know, it's bros. It's bros,
Oh,
bros. You know, bros.
hold on. What's he trying to say, doctor?
What are you trying to say?
What are you
I was saying
What is
bros.
going on?
Oh my god, my buttons ain't even working properly.
I didn't say nothing.
You know what? I think you two need a private moment. I'm gonna shit this one.
What? So what did you just call me?
No, I said bros is bros. That's all I said.
No. After that, you said bros before what?
No.
Bros before who?
Doctor, do you not misconstrue my words now? This is not even like a thing. Let's not make it a thing, okay? All right. Please.
That's, you know what? That will make it better for what I have to say for the good. So I won't feel bad. Okay, for saying it. Riri brought it up in your stream, and I'm gonna repeat it. Eric Cantona was on the ground, and he's still hot as fuck. That's what I have to say.
So hold on, hold on a minute. I just realized. So she.
I see how it is. I see how it is. Word. You know what? It is what it is. It is what it is. VAR. Wow.
What? I gotta call you out, bro. Got to call you out. You're chatting shit today, bro. You're chatting shit today, bro.
Hey, wrap up, bro.
You're chatting shit today, bots. I can't lie. You're chatting shit today.
Let's bring it back to football. I don't know how we got here. Enjoy your muted.
Yeah.
We need to talk to you, Riri, Uncle, Oga, and Rapper. Talk to this guy, please. I beg you, because this guy has lost his mind.
Shit football takes, and you're just on one today, bro. What's going on with you today, man?
Bots, what's going on, bro?
Mr. Bots,
Like,
Mr.
talk to
Bots,
this guy.
Mr. Bots.
Not having a good Sunday, my brother.
Mr. Bots.
Wheel of Justice may soon come to you, bro.
Mr. Bots, did I hear correctly what he just said to the doctor?
No.
Loud and clear.
He was getting too fresh.
People are saying words.
My uncle, did you hear what Mr. Bots said?
I
heard what he said. I am more interested in her response. For doctor
what's wrong with her
to use the
response?
F word. For doctor to use the F word
She was describing.
stream.
She was describing
Hey.
Eric Cantona. What's wrong with her
But
response?
this is the first time I am hearing her using the F word on the stream.
No, but
That's how
And
good
for her
looking
to,
Eric
I know I'm
Cantona
not.
is.
No, but I'm not hating on her response. I'm just making an observation.
no, but
I am saying, for her to have responded like that,
Mm-hmm.
she was hurt really bad.
I think
And
he
Mr.
was-
Botts,
No, I think her.
you will
I
have
think
to
her
tender.
response. I think her response had to do with how hot Eric Cantona looks as an older man. She was trying to let Bots know, you know.
Well,
Oh,
I can
so
let him
she
know.
was trying to tell Botts, look at your mates. Look at how your mates are looking. Is that what she was trying to say? Look at how your mates are looking.
Basically,
So
Uncle.
is she trying to say no Botts doesn't do any grooming at all? No basic grooming. Mr. Botts, you have gone from Botswana puppy to some kind of Botswana bot. Just bots, you know, the backside of somebody. That is what you are now.
No,
You are Botswana's backside.
he went from Botswana puppy to Botswana paprika.
tomorrow it will be off with your head. And you're laughing now. Hey.
I don't know what is funny.
Your wrist game is
You know
fucked
they
today, bro.
said this on
Your
the
wrist game is
stream,
horrible
though.
today, bro.
Yeah.
What is funny?
I
Mr.
mean,
Boss?
it
What is funny?
was such a boring game that we ended up like having to look at Eric Cantona's
So,
dress code and that's
Boss, I'm giving you this.
So is that
right
what
now,
made you say
bro.
what you
Because it was
said?
a boring game.
Is that why you
no,
said what
no,
you said?
no. I'm trying to get the
Hey.
conversation back to football. You know, like
No.
This chance, you have this chance to apologize right now.
No, Mr.
You have
Blackman,
one
no,
chance.
leave him, Mr. Blackman. You'll be
No,
punished
I'm giving
tomorrow.
him a chance. Listen,
Mr. Blackman, don't do that.
Okay,
One
I'll say.
chance.
All right, I'll say it here in front of all the reckless delegation that Doctor.
I want you to sing the apology song.
apology for saying words that could have been misinterpreted in a very offensive way.
No. Talk to her properly. Talk to her. Stop talking. No, talk to her properly. I want a proper apology. Yeah. Here you go, one-on-one, just to the doctor. Talk nice, bro.
Okay, here we go, Doctor.
Yes.
My apologies for my action and how I behaved today. It was very out of character, and I hope you can find it in your heart to forgive me for these words that I said today.
If you sing the I'm sorry song, I'll think about it.
My vocal cords are not ready right now. My vocal cords are not ready.
You have to have stipulations, bro. Apologize to the woman that you offended today. Who on a normal day-to-day basis you're holding such a high regard. Today,
Bro, listen, this became a whole thing.
How dare you?
This became a whole thing.
Sing the song. See, because we didn't take it lightly. You're trying to go past it like I did, bro. That's what you're trying to do, bro. We're not letting you skirt. No, you ain't skirt. Nah, bro. Stay right there and sing the song, fam. What you doing? Sing the song. And we want to see you. You keep ducking out, and we can't see you. Stay in the middle so we can see you.
Probably best I keep ducking out.
Okay. Nah, stay right there and sing the song. We're waiting. Sing the song. The doctor and you.
Doctor, come on now. You can't make me sing the song now. Come on now. Like, you know, can I do it another time?
She's waiting, bro. She's waiting.
Joe, get out of here. I don't even know how we got here, Doctor. Is it okay if I sing another time?
I mean, no. No.
Will this be buried?
It'll be quicker. Should I give you a tune?
Sure. Which tune should I say?
I mean, you can sing
Song.
the
You know
the
what the
song,
song is,
Your Honor.
bro.
I'm sorry.
I'll get you started.
Sorry.
I can't sing either.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
Hello.
I'm sorry. Singing your song for you.
Yeah.
That song, fam.
Said I'm
Yeah?
sorry
Sing the song. You're waiting, fam. You're wasting.
for the things I've done. I called you.
No.
Don't get out of here.
You
Let me
know
just.
what?
No.
Do you know what? You're
Hold on.
making it
You're not
very,
gonna sing while I'm singing. Start from the beginning, bro. Do not try
you're
what you just
making
did.
it
Yeah?
very painful. You're making it very painful. So do you know what? We're gonna go back to the football. You're gonna come back tomorrow and fix this situation. It's very painful. I will give you 24 hours.
Sure. Okay. All
I'm
right.
giving you.
all
You're
right.
lucky.
Yes. All right.
What
all
are you
right.
doing? You know, another
Oh,
sin
thank
bin
you.
for the doctor for giving him more time. How dare you give this guy more time?
She's considerate,
Nah.
bro. She unlike you.
Why? Hold
You
on,
know?
actually, let me bring up. Hold on, doctor. You know, let me have a moment with you by ourselves. Do you forget what he said to you? Oh, not to you.
Pardon?
Sorry, he said to me. Do you forget what he said to me? Do you forget what he said to me?
No.
Bros before, bros before, bros before bros. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
What you said to him?
But we have to get back to
So
the
tomorrow.
football.
But no, we don't. This is recklessness. That anyway, fine. This is
Okay.
you. You're accepting mediocre. No, if you was
I'm
my
not.
sister, I'll slap you. Get out. No, get out. See, Riri, she understands. Nah, sister, no, you never accept mediocre around here. You see this guy? You see this guy? If it was my sister, I'll come to America. I'll find you. Anyway.
This is nasty work, bro. Like honestly,
Yeah,
like
no.
what? This
All
is
right, let's
blown
get back to the show.
way
It's been an
out of
hour and
proportion.
6 minutes.
Oh my lord!
Yeah.
Can
You know, let's ask Ryan Taylor what he. No, did we actually speak to Wrap Up? We didn't speak to Wrap Up, did we? Properly, he came in
No,
and
we
spoke about
didn't.
doctor
We didn't.
situations. Wrap Up. Let's talk.
Yeah,
But
but you were chatting shit.
we'll
You
come this
were
back.
chatting shit for a while.
What shit was I chatting?
You just said, I heard you. And listen, I'm not even a Man City fan there, but you're saying Pep's washed. So what the fuck are we then?
Thank you. Tell him.
Was still trying to get like
No. Cut that bullshit out. If Pep's
what do you mean?
washed,
Yeah.
what the fuck are we then?
What, in a rebuild?
No. If Pep is
No, big
washed,
man.
what the fuck are
Am
we
I
then?
not able to solve this riddle? What's going on?
Yeah.
Is washed. Then what are we?
Guess we tried.
We're still like clean, fam. We're not even dirty yet, fam. We gotta get dirty to get washed. So like we're still super
Oh, you're
clean.
chatting shit. We're
Just
shit,
chatting.
bro. We're just shit. That's it. You can't be a washed Pep, and you're trying to cut him.
No,
Listen,
honestly,
I'm
like
gonna have to start regulating things. Yeah? I
well,
don't even care.
we've been washed for 13 years.
Flex said it best
Okay.
today. Today was KDB's testimonial. That's how shit the game was. But I'm just gonna say this again. Yeah,
That's a bar right there. Yes.
it was hot garbage versus bin juice. That's what it was today, bro.
Who's the bin juice? Oh, shit.
You
No, we're-
decide. I don't
We're
care.
the hot garbage.
So, and another thing as well. The defense, I've got no problem with. We all know what the problem is. It's the attack. It is the attack. And I'm going to say this now. Garnacho needs to go back to the bench. I'm getting annoyed with him. He needs to go back to the bench. Be an impact player. I've had enough. Yeah? Hoyland again.
Who are you going to play ahead of him, though? Who are you going to play ahead of him right now?
I'll play Mount ahead of Garnacho. You can't reward failure all the time, bro. Rewarding failure.
Mount just came back. Mount only just came back. Let's just say, who are you going to play before that?
He needs to earn his money. Play. He gets injured. Then
I agree with that, by the way. I agree with what you're saying. What I'm saying is, you're acting like the manager had any choice before. He didn't have any choice before Mount came back to play Garnacho. Is what I'm
But
saying.
he could have started him today and made Garnacho come on as an impact sub. Could have started Xerxes today but anyways, Xerxes had a good little cameo. The game is dead. You all know the game is dead. But I'm gonna say this as well. I said it to KG. I'm gonna say it to you guys again. He's not gonna get his players. Remember what we signed up for. It's a club model now. It is. He is a coach. He's not a manager. He's a head coach. So he has to coach now.
Thank you. I wanted to say that to Joe.
He has a little. He gets to choose out of a list. There's no veto. None of that bullshit. So he will get a little say, but he doesn't really get a say.
Well, you know what when you're talking about.
Well, then guess what then?
Go ahead.
Well, guess what I'm going to say to you, the bullshit then. Then he's fucked. Then he's... And he's going to be...
At the end of the day, this is what I'm going to say.
Do that, boss.
At the end of the day, it's this. At the end of the day, it's this. His success depends on how well he coaches and what signings we get in the summer, and I'll decide then if I think he's gonna if he's gonna do well. So I really don't know at the moment.
You know what?
Also,
you know what? Go on, because I was about to get rid. So
I said this to KG's one. I'm gonna repeat it here again. You better win the Europa League. It's gonna get dark for it. You better win the Europa League just to give him some space. No, but it's true because I know how this fan base and how the club are gonna react. Let's be real. You came in.
Listen to you. Go ahead.
In Haram, who was 13th, and where we now? We're 13th. There's been no improvement. Do I see improvements? Yes, but overall, it's not enough. It's not enough.
Yeah.
So
Here's what I'm saying about that prediction, though.
Long-term thing is bullshit. Also, Amrin said himself, there's no such thing as long-term. Yeah, I don't be thinking about 4 or 5 years in the future. I've got to see some improvements immediately in the next season. We're suffering for the next season. So he knows himself. He understands the assignment. He ain't got time. This is Man United, unfortunately. We're not fucking Arsenal. We don't get processes for 5 years to say that you've done something. You need to show something in your first 2 seasons, or you get imported. What's that? By December, he needs to be at least 10th. But he's getting sacked. Let's just be honest now. He needs to be top half. I'm not even asking for 6.
Before wrap up goes, I'm going to ask him one crucial question then. Okay. Yeah, and it doesn't really even matter if it's his fault or not. But whose fault it will be then if he doesn't? How much players? Because I asked Bots this question before I posed him this actually. Yeah, how much players do you think he needs to get in the summer in order to fix what is going on with now? You know, just to say win the title because it's not going to happen. Yeah, but to get
4, but he needs 4, but he really needs 5, but 4 minimum.
So, okay, 4 minimum, right? And if he gets all last choices, and you're saying because you just both said here right now that he's not the man that's in control of any of that shit no more. Yeah, he signed up to this shitty project. Yeah, so
he gets the lap.
He gets the lap. So hold on. He gets a striker. Everybody's screaming about. Yeah?
He's gonna get the lap. That's how he's gonna get.
Then he gets Gomez as his attacking midfielder. Yeah,
Gomez is decent. I rate Gomez. Angel Gomez.
Cool. But that's fine.
Angel Gomez.
Listen to what I'm saying. All I'm saying to you is then, bro, if he gets these players, yeah, and he gets sacked, how much of the blame are you going to put on him, and how much of the blame are you going to put on them?
I'm going to be real with you. He knew what he signed up for. He's a head coach. He's not a manager.
Ask the question. How much of the blame? So 100% blame on him because he signed up for it then, yeah?
No, but the reality is this. It will be...
If you can sign up for something and you said you're going to give me what I need, surely...
He knew what he signed up for. He's the head coach. He's not the manager. Yeah? Let's be real.
They said they're going to give him.
Yeah, that's true. And at the end of the day, it leads up to the top. There will be shared blame between Ineos, Klinios, and him because he knew what he signed up for. He could have said no, not come to the club.
Give me a percentage. Give me a percentage, though, because if I tell you, fam,
I'll be wrong. If the sign is
no, bro. Because if I tell you to come over here this side, yeah, fam, and I'm gonna get you a Ferrari and a Rolex, yeah, I'm gonna get you a Ferrari and a Rolex, bro, and I set you up with a Skoda, and a blood clot Casio watch, fam. What you saying?
Let's be real. Let's just have it right. If the signings is shit, it will be 60% on Ineos, 40% on Amrin. Because at the end of the day, He's a head coach. He's not a manager. Coach. Coach, he's not a manager where he's looking after everything. All your main thing is, he says it himself. I'm going by what Amrin's saying. I want to coach the players. I want to have time on the pitch to coach the players. That's the thing, coaching. The coach.
Yeah. Get out. The accent was horrible.
That was funny. That was really funny, though. Shout out Rep Up, bro.
He's always been saying this, though. The coach needs to coach his way out of the situation. He's been saying this for time, though. It's not like it's the first time he's saying it. Let's just be honest, yeah. But
I want to hear Uncle's take on this because
okay, straight to Uncle, yeah.
What does coach? What is manager? And in his opinion, Uncle.
I think this last call is one of the biggest overreaction that I've heard in a long time. I don't really understand what we want as fans. The last match we played against Nottingham and we lost 1-0. And the reaction was as if Manchester United is on fire and things are never going to work for us and the club is done. Nottingham Forest are third on the table. There is a reason. There were people. There was a lot of negative reactions. There was a lot of negative reactions, and I'm like, Tottenham Forest are third on the table. Let us be very honest. They are third for a reason. They are not a mid-table club, and we created chances in that match. This match, Man City versus Manchester United. Now let us look at this match in all honesty. The only reason why people say this match was boring, because we did not take our chances. Because if we had taken our chances, people would not say this match is boring. Let us be very honest. In this match, Manchester United had 13 shots. We had more shots than Manchester City. And a lot of chances we missed. When we saw those shots that were missed, we clearly saw that this player did not do well enough in that position.
I think
majority
of the chances were difficult, though. It wasn't like we created a lot of big chances. It's not like
Dogo shots the ball. Dogo shots the ball over the post.
But that's
I remember Garnacho shoots into the wall. Huh?
How much big chances can you say we had, though? Like about 3 or about 4, right?
How many teams have 3 or 4 big chances against Man City? Look at the opposition we are playing to now. How many teams have big chances against Man City? You understand? Now, let us start from the back. Let us start slowly. Let us build. For people who say they have not seen improvement in Amorim's system, that I think you people are just looking for, the only thing that will convince you is goal scoring, which is very bad. When Amorim came in, Manchester United could never beat a high press. As a club, we could never play out of a high press. We are doing it now with ease. The way we play out of
Uncle, I'm sorry, respectively, that's bullshit. Uncle, there's no timer, so I'm not.
Okay, counter what I said.
There we go.
Counter what I said.
I'm going to with exactly what that. I thought you was going to hit the point. The counter attack. Uncle, all we're doing is sitting deep and counter attacking. Only was doing that shit.
No. Hold on. No, but no. Respond to what I said about playing through the press. Respond to what I said about playing through the press. We are there moments. Joe Blackman, let me ask you. We are there moments in this game where we pinned Manchester City to their half.
Pinned them to their half? I think there was points where we was in their half, close to the box, but they weren't pinned. I wouldn't say they were pinned. No.
So what else is pinning? What exactly is pinning? They try to play the ball out. Every time they play the ball out, we want the ball back, and we held them to their half. How about do you want to pin somebody to their half?
No, Uncle. So you're telling me that they lost the ball
and for the chance that Zexi played that Ederson saved, was that a counter attack too? The one that Ederson saved.
That one was one. Okay, that was a decent build up. Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
So did we create chances against Nottingham Forest?
Say that again, sorry.
Did we create chances against Nottingham Forest?
Against Nottingham Forest, yes, 100%. I'm talking about.
Did we play counter attack against Nottingham Forest?
No, we was on the front foot, 100%.
Because we are playing the opposition. So what happens is when we play one match, you people forget the other one. Man City play a high press. The logical thing to do is to play counter attacking football against them. Even Liverpool play counter attacking football. What are we doing as if no team plays counter?
So are you trying to tell me we pinned them back? Oh, it was counter-attacking football. Which one is it? Because it can't be.
But you can play multiple games at different stages of the game. It doesn't have to be one for the whole 90 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. You can't play one style of football.
That's obviously true. That's obviously true. But
yes.
I don't feel that in that game, it's only because they were also doing the same thing, Uncle. And they were sitting back. You feel like they were doing the high? Do you feel like they were pressing as much as they usually do? I saw us rolling around with freedom. I saw us rolling around with freedom in their
Do you know why? Now let me explain how we play out of the high press. Because I think it's because it looks easy now. We assume the other team are not pressing better. We are just better at playing out from the back now. That's why it's looking easy. It is not because the other team are not pressing. Now what Amorim does, it's a very simple thing. They play the ball to one side, right? When they play the ball to one side of the field, Ugarte is on one side, Casemiro is on the other side. What happens is if the ball is in Ugate's side of the field, let's say Ugarte is on the left-hand side, you have Dogu, you have what's his name, Garnacho, and then you have Ugarte, right? On that side. Now, when what happens is Casemiro makes decoy runs to pull one or two players away from the ball. That is what happens. And then the ball is now in a position for Ugarte to switch the ball to Dalot.
Yeah.
So what we do is we pull the opposition to one side and then we switch to the other side. We've seen several long balls switching the flank to Dalot, or from the other side switching to Garnacho or switching to Dogu. How many times do we see that in this game? It's not a mistake. That is how Man United play from the back. And those decoy runs are very, very important to help the other person have enough time to play the pass. Now, our midfielders were not the best with those passes. You understand? The problem we have is we don't have good ball playing. Casemiro helped us with that in the Nottingham game. Ugarte is not that midfielder. You understand? So when we are passing out from the back, it's just what you people don't appreciate the little things. We are able to transition the ball from the back to the front. Where our weakness is when we get to that final third. What do we do with the ball? And that is where.
And Uncle, the transitions, the speed of the transitions is different. It's not like under Eric Ten Hag. We're
exactly
more like progressive with our transitions. They're not.
It is very progressive.
Yeah,
and it is intentional because he is trying to stop teams hitting us on the break. Because what Ten Hag does is when we are transitioning, he pushes all the players forward, and then when the teams break against us, suddenly we don't have anybody in the back line. That is why last season we saw teams running at our midfield and we don't have any cover. How many times have you seen that, especially the turn of this year?
I've been very quiet for a while now, and I've listened to everything you had to say, Now, Uncle, I'm going to ask you the same question that I asked the last two callers and this guy that's sitting next to me, How much players do you think he needs to improve this squad for next season, realistically?
Well, ideally, we need a lot of squad overhaul. But for the first team, the starting 11, let me say the starting 11, right? To play better football, what we need now is we need a striker.
Okay,
right?
One.
We need an experienced striker. We need
an experienced striker. Did you say Is that or is that
No,
two strikers? You're saying?
an experienced striker. I'm not talking about the starting 11. I'm not talking about the squad as a whole. So for
Okay,
the starting
so
11,
one
we need one
experienced striker.
experienced striker. Yes,
Mhm.
we need a number 10,
Okay.
and then we need another ball playing midfielder.
So like in
And
the
then,
Casemiro role, yeah.
yeah, in the Casemiro role to partner with Bruno in that deep line role. Now I'm saying this because I am putting Ahmad as a wing back, as a right wing back.
It's fine.
Unfortunately, and this might sound surprising to people, Zexi is not an Amorim 10, and he may have to be sold. He's not. He has no impact on the game. Whatever fancy football you have seen Zexi play, and you whoever is listening, make the observation in future matches. All of Zexi's fancy football is when we are playing the ball out from the back in our own half. More often than not, the moment the ball gets to the final third, I don't see Zexi in the game, and that is a
When he
problem.
touches the ball, it goes over there.
The
When he's in
moment
the
it
box.
goes to their half, when he's trying to play the ball out of our own half, he's very slick with the ball. He moves around. The dribble he did to Saliba, all of that was in our own half. But the moment the ball gets to the final third, I don't really see Zexi. We need
But
somebody.
Uncle, that's something that can be cultivated though in his game, because if he can do it in our half, why can he not do it in the final third? It's just a
No,
matter
but
of
Ten Hag does not need dribblers as 10s.
Ruben.
You see, I mean, Ruben Amorim. I keep making the same mistake. Ruben,
get out.
Come on, you know, Uncle, the years are passing by. Come on, Joe. Come on.
I'll bring it back. But hold on, he's taking long. Let me just tell you one thing though, Uncle. The next point of my question though was, it's a two-parter. Yeah, one, how much people? You said 3 to 4. I'm guessing. Yeah, that was about 3 people that you said. The next part is though, do you think he's actually going to get that serious striker, that midfielder that he needs, and that 10 that he needs, and that midfielder that he needs? Are those people going to come into this team, Uncle? That's one thing that you need to really question.
yes, why not?
If he doesn't, let me just tell you why not, Uncle. Let me just tell you why not. For the same reasons why certain people have said it earlier. Yeah, he's not in control of this team no more. He's just a coach.
No. See, I think you people are over. Okay, go on.
Hold on. I'm not one of these people, Uncle, because I was under the impression that he has some veto, has some say, has a chain of command that he has to go through, and one of the people in the process of choosing a player should be him, right? But in my heart of hearts, and I'm believing this is to be true, whether it be true or not, I believe that Dorgu was not necessarily an Amorim signing. It's a club signing, if you get what I mean. It was too quick to be an Amorim signing, even if he identified him. Yeah, I don't believe it was his signing. If it was, maybe someone could prove me wrong. But moving forward, how much of these signings can we say is going to be Amrims and not Amrims? Yeah, because I'm hearing a lot of talk about Osimhen and Delap. Now, if it comes down to getting Delap and not Osimhen, then what, Uncle? Then what? Because then how do we can't really place the blame at Amrim's feet, can we, for getting the likes of Delap? Because I can't see him coming into the Premier League for the first season he's in here, half a season or whatever much you want to call it, yeah? And then saying that I like the guy that's getting relegated. I can't see him doing that. If he did, then fair enough, innit? Yeah, but what do you think? Do you not think that there's going to be some signings that if he comes... Look, just imagine he needs those 3 players here, Uncle, and the 3 signings are Delap, Gomez, like I said before, and someone else of your choice. One of them have to be good. So Delap, Gomez as the 10, yeah? And then you can name the centre midfielder, yeah?
Which Gomez are we talking about as the 10?
Angel Gomez.
Angel Gomez is not an Amorim 10.
Never
I think
if that's what they
no, but they're not going to. But you see, when you people are saying things like that's what they gave him, this thing about coach versus manager, head coach versus manager, it's overblown. First of all, the details of the contract differ from place to place. You get in a position as, let's say, an engineer in one company does not mean when you go to another company it's going to be the same contract you sign as an engineer. Contracts differ. The terms of the contract differ. Now, with that being said, even Guardiola did not get all his signings. The club did not get all his signings. There was this player I know club always wanted, but Liverpool never gave him. So it happens in every club. Let us stop making it as if it is only it's only in Manchester United that that the players. We've seen managers say that got their primary signings. What did they do with it? Now, what I know Amorim's input is give us the profile of player you want. You understand? Profiling is very important. It's more important than names. Because when you profile a player, you as the manager, you have not, or as the head coach, you've not done intensive scouting. You might see him that he looks good. But when the scouts do their thing, they will look beyond his play. They will look at his environment. Does his environment influence his style of football? If he comes to England, will he struggle to settle in England? Will he adapt to the system? Is he playing good because that league is not as physical or it's not as intense? These are all of the things the scout look at. So they are not going to give him an Angel Gomez because Gomez is not his 10. He will profile his 10 and then they will look for players that fit his 10. Gomez is not his 10. And if the club just gives him players for the sake of it, these people are investors. They want their business to succeed. If you're even looking at it primarily from a business perspective, wouldn't you want your business to grow? You will have to invest there.
But the investment, uncle, is a free investment apart from the salary. Yeah, he'll be leaving on a free. So if you're looking at this, even worse than suppose we don't even get Delap because they don't want to pay no fee. What if we get David? What's his name? Jonathan David. What if we get Jonathan David and then we get Angel Gomez? And you want to say it's not?
But we have seen. But we saw these people last. But we saw them last summer, Joe.
Uncle,
Joe, let us use what we know.
Either side.
Let us use what we know. Let us not do what if.
Let's use what we know.
Last summer window, they signed De Ligt. They signed Mazraoui.
Yes.
They signed who else?
How much did they cost? How much did they cost though? Let's keep it.
There were upwards of 40, 50. Was Euro not up to 40?
Mazraoui was 50.
No. Apart from Mazraoui, right? And maybe Dogu. The Dogu was 20-something million. How much did De Ligt cost us?
40, 35, something like that. He was around.
How much the euro cost us?
Was
about 50 million because we had to pay over the odds for him.
50, 60 mil, but then it was more.
Zexi was about 30-something million.
Sure.
Are you telling me? Ineos cannot spend this amount for a midfielder? We cannot get a good midfielder for 40 to 50 million.
Then they say we're more broke this season. We have to sell more players before we can buy more players. And not forgetting that summer we also sold McTominay. Yeah, what they're trying to tell you is in order to get the players of that same ilk that we wanted to do last season, yeah, we're gonna sell somebody of the ilk of like Garnacho or Kobe. That is what's coming on the plate.
So sell Garnacho and Kobe.
I'm not saying not to, uncle, but what I'm trying to say to you is, yeah, what if we do not get the players that we need to get in then? Because it's not only up to us what we want, you know. Victor Osimhen is, look, let's do the scenario where he gets everybody he wants. Cool, yeah? We can do both scenarios so we can have a fair thing here. He gets all the players he wants. What's he going to do? If he doesn't get any player he wants, what do you think is going to happen? Just answer those two questions. There you go. He gets every single player that he wants. Every best player. 3 players. Players in every position that he could possibly get, yeah? Still, where do you think we're going to finish? Within top 4?
So let me caveat this, right? The point that you're trying to make about if the budget may not allow us to get so and so player, that is no longer a thing of Amorim wants a player, but Ineos insisted on getting another player. In that situation, Ineos' hands are tied by cash. So it's not like they intentionally got Amorim a different player because they chose to. But they would have looked at the budget, and Amorim would also look at the budget and see how much he has, and look at how he'll spread it over the 3 or 4 players that he wants. So that is not a thing of Ineos insisting just so that they would show that they have power. It's a thing of we don't have money. Based on the money we have, these are give us your profile. These are the players that we think.
I
surely,
disagree, Uncle, because surely there was. Oh, sorry, you know, I've been talking a lot, but Uncle,
no,
the
I mean,
last
they had-
summer there was buys that weren't Amarim's buys. There were sells that weren't. Not Amarim's that weren't Ten Hag sells. So if we're gonna go based on that, we all know that Ten Hag wanted to keep Scott McTominay. Yeah, he said it. This is one thing that you have to go by. That not everything is gonna go his way.
I'm confused.
Absolutely.
At this point, because like for me, I think that the club's direction now, or my understanding is that they're not signing players for a manager. It's no more the days of like these are Amorim signings are over. These are Ineos signings, and Ineos just dictate the style of play. Ineos are the ones in the forefront.
No, let's hold on. Let's
No, Ineos did not dictate style of play.
I have to disagree with that though, because Uncle's right. When it comes to this signing, Ineos are going to look at the squad and look what Amorim wants. Ineos are going to look at what players are going to fit this system. It's not just going to be the point of we're going to sign this player because they're free or this player because they're cheap. It's just going to be a point of, does this player fit the system? Yes. Does this player fit the budget? Yes. It's not going to be a point of we're signing this player because we want to. It's going to be a point of, does this system work and does this player work in the system? Yes, that's what it's going to be down to. It's not going to be down to the manager signings or it's down on Ineos signings. It's going to be a system that works for both. Because in the past we've had Ten Hag signings and we've had Glazer signings, Ed Woodward signings, I should say. We've not had a signing that fits both, and I feel like that's what we're going to get under Ineos. Something that's in the middle for both parties, that works for both parties. I don't think it's going to be one way or the other.
And this thing of one person standing is another person standing. It does not mean that one person say, I'm not going to listen to you. Give me what I want, whether you like it or not. Or the other person say, I'm going to show that I'm bigger than you. Therefore, whatever you're telling me is rubbish. I'm going to give you anything you want and you work with it.
That's not what
Ineos
I'm saying,
were
by the way,
multifunctional
Uncle.
players. It's just, they're going for profiles. They get all these big names and all that. It's profiles and multifunctional players.
No, but Dogo is not a big name.
Yeah, I
Zeki was
agree,
not
yeah,
a big name.
Yeah, that's what they're
You
going
understand?
That's what we're saying.
No, but
that's what
those
we're
are
saying.
not
That's
big
what we're
names.
saying.
But that's
Yeah,
not
But,
what
but they also got Delict
That's
and
what we're
Mazraoui.
keep getting.
Delict was
They
a
were
big name.
big names.
Delict was on the- Delict
was a big name.
Delict still is a big name.
Delict
Still
is
is
a
a
big
big
name.
name.
Hold on, guys.
No,
guys.
the people was talking.
Guys.
Do you realize how people was talking about him when we got him? People say, we shouldn't get him. Do you not remember this? Do you not remember
those
this?
people
No,
are
but we remember the Bayern
That's why
fans saying they don't want to lose him. Let us not forget that the Bayern fans were saying they don't want to lose him. Guys, how many
He's a good
players
signing.
did Man City sign in January? How many
You should
players
never
did Man
say
City
he's
sign in
signing.
January? Hold
He had
on.
a
How
good
many
sign.
players did Man City sign in January? Name them.
5.
Yeah.
For a squad rebuild. Can you name how many of them can you
They
name?
signed that. I can't think of his name. The Egyptian guy.
Nico
the-
Gonzalez.
Mamouche.
Yeah, they
Fabio.
signed Mamouche. They signed that guy. I can't pronounce his name. He's a centre back.
Silva, Kusanov.
Yeah,
200 million,
Kusanov.
you know.
So you can't remember any of the players Man City signed apart from Mamouche.
But
But
Mamouche,
is that not what we are
Silva.
doing? Is that not what we are doing?
care.
You get the point I'm trying to make. You
I
get the
don't
point I'm
care.
trying to make. One of the biggest clubs in the country in terms of money, finances. You can't, apart from Mamouche, who had one good season, you can't mention any of the other players' names.
Peter just
But
listed
when
3
Ineos
or
try
4
to do
of
the
them.
same thing, you people complain. What are we doing now? Is that not what other clubs are doing?
Yeah.
Profiles.
I have to-
That's it.
In the January transfer window as well, the uncle. But anyway, go on.
100 million.
We was-
But because they couldn't wait till the summer.
Virgil van Dijk was signed in the January transfer window. Vidic was signed in the transfer window, like January transfer
Vidic
window.
was
There's
signed for
players
3
that were
million,
signed in
bro.
That
January.
wasn't.
From Spartak Moscow, bro. We don't buy from Spartak Moscow now, bro.
500 grand, but yeah.
No, we buy from the relegation zone in Italy nowadays. Though that's in January. What's the difference?
Wasn't our last best signing in the January window, Bruno?
Yeah, Bruno was a January signing. But the
Bruno was a
point is,
January signing.
City could not wait because they were already performing bad. That's why they wanted to do, and we heard it in the news. They said they wanted to do it in the summer. But
Pep
because of how
needed to
bad they
get
were
Mamouche
performing.
in there because Haaland is not
Exactly.
performing.
Because Tottenham
Exactly.
would have signed him. Tottenham would have signed him, and we had to react.
Yeah, they had exactly. So that was why we did our own. That was why Man City did theirs. They had to expedite this. It's not the transfer window that is my point. My point is very simple. Other clubs are doing it, but when our club do it, it's a problem. You understand? When look at the players that club signed under on the when he was in this thing.
Yeah.
When he signed Andy Robertson, who knew Robertson? You
Signed
understand?
everyone. Signed everyone.
When he's a lot of the players he signed, how many of us knew them prior to coming here? Even Gravenberch. Gravenberch was an injury player in Bayern, sitting on the bench, and they bought him. And look at how he's playing. How many if Gravenberch came to Man United and sat on the bench for one season injured, how many of you would take him? People will be complaining to sell him.
Yeah.
Like we're doing with Mount now. The only big one
Exactly.
he did was Van Dijk.
Now, but we still.
Somebody's mic is making some kind of noise.
Yeah, there's somebody who's
Charles.
got like who's this?
I think it started now. But
Thank you.
no, the
Who
amount
said
that
my name?
Charles.
Just blaming me
this
for
this
shit.
guy.
No. You're not gonna blame me for shit. I ain't said nothing. I've just been here listening to crap. Man, them telling me.
No. Background noise. Background noise, bro.
We didn't say it was you, Charles. We just said the background noise. Right, but no, Ruben Amorim, when he gets this summer, I think is going to be pivotal. I think if Ruben Amorim gets 4 or 5 key signings and maybe 3 or 4 backup signings, I genuinely think Ruben Amorim will get this team challenging for top 4 at the the start of next season. I think Ruben Amorim is a great manager
Based
with a
off
great
what?
style of play.
I
Based
don't know.
off
We
what?
can't do that. We're doing.
Based off
Based off the way he's got this
what?
team playing. Based off the way he's got this team
what?
playing.
Nah,
The
stop
way
whining.
that he's got this team
Stop
create.
now.
No. Right.
whining.
Let
Stop
me.
anything.
You've asked me based off what? Let me talk then.
This is
No.
bad, bro.
Let me
Why
talk.
are you man lying? We've not seen anything.
No.
There's no
Charles,
joy.
Charles,
how
let
about
me respond then.
Connor respond
Charles,
and then
let me
you'll
respond
say
then.
your piece afterwards. Let's hear Connor.
Today, how many chances did we create that just were clear cut that the players just messed up on consistently? How many times did Garnacho get into good positions from this system working that we just messed up on? When the ball gets whipped into the box, Garnacho at the back post tries to go for a volley header and it doesn't work. Dorgu gets the ball played back to him on the edge when we create space and he just does not finish it when he should do. Zirkzee getting chance after chance in that box today when he comes off the bench. In that system, we are making those chances. Charles, I'm still not finished and you're still interjecting. Charles, please. We are creating those chances. If we have better players, if we have a better player than Garnacho in that position, if we have a better player than Zirkzee in that position, if we have an experienced striker, an experienced midfielder, if we have a better player than Ugarte at times who can pass the ball better and still win it, we will do more with that team. The defence today was not the issue. We had a solid defence. The issue was just the attack not finishing its chances.
Thank you. This is what I try to
It's
tell
always
George.
been a quality issue.
Can
It's
I
always been a
speak
quality
now? Can I
Yeah.
speak now? Because all of
So
you think
Charles,
that
say your
just-
part, yeah.
y'all think you just take out players, put another one in, and bam, Bob's your uncle. Problem solved. Yeah. The truth of the matter is, in the game that we watched today, that game was dead. It was dead against dead. City didn't look like they were going to do anything. We didn't look like we were really going to do anything beyond hit them on the break. We're still playing Oli ball. If you guys deep it, we haven't progressed from Oli ball. Since from the days of Oli, we said, get this one player, get this player, we just need better players. We've been saying this since. This guy has had over 30 odd
What is Ole Ball?
Hold on. We have had 30 odd games and we have not progressed in any way, shape, and or form. Tell me one.
But we have.
Wait, hold on.
You've
Tell me
improved
four
a little
players.
bit. You've
Tell
improved
me
a little bit,
four
but it's not
players.
enough.
In the Europa League this season, we hadn't won a single match until Ruben came in. Until Ruben came in, we hadn't won a single match in the Europa League. But okay, we haven't improved.
Who, brother? What do you mean? I swear, Rude 1-1 or something. But that's just by the way. That is neither here nor there. Tell me.
Well,
the
no, you
players
said he's
that-
not improved,
tell me
and yet
the
he has.
players that have improved under this manager.
But you see, so should I answer your question? Do you want me to answer your question? Do you want me to answer your question?
Points, Uncle.
In
Like
nearly 40
the one
games,
that
tell me the improvements you have seen from the.
Do you want me to answer your question, or is it a rhetorical question?
I've been asking the question. Now answer it.
Okay, so let me answer your question.
Give me names.
Let me answer your question. The improvement is a system improvement. Now,
my
if you're
days. I
looking
said
for
dumb players.
no, hold on.
Don't
Let me mention them
dumb
to you.
players.
No, the problem is when the football has moved from a game of individuals to a game of
Oh
the
God
system.
have mercy.
So
Somebody
when you're looking for improvement, hold on. When you're looking for improvement, you're looking for improvement in the system. And I mentioned the first one. We are better with playing the ball out from the back under high pressure. We are better at playing the ball out from the back. We saw it against in the last few games we've played, and we thought it was against smaller
Who did
teams.
we play?
But against
Who did we play?
in
Who
the
have
last
we
two
played?
matches, we played Nottingham Forest and we played Man City.
What was the result
They
of
don't
that
press
match?
us, yeah.
Oh but
Forest were
but
chilling,
Charles,
bro.
no,
Forest
Charles.
pressing.
You don't just call result. You don't say result
What
when
am I
that's not what
telling
you
you,
ask.
dude?
You're asking the system. You say what has improved, Charles.
Like,
I did not say our goal scoring has improved. Did I say our goal scoring has improved? I did not say
nothing
that.
has improved. We're just
But
short of
But that is not true. But that is not true.
uncle, to your point, right? That is what this fan base is looking for. They're not seeing the minuscule improvements that have happened, which you're speaking on, which an intellectual football fan would be looking at. That things have improved on other aspects of the pitch.
Did she just
All
call
these
Charles
fans
dumb?
want are the goals, and if there's no goals, we haven't improved. There's nothing. We're still at volleyball.
And it is a process.
But they don't want to see that process. All they
No,
want
we
is the
haven't-
goals.
They don't
We
want
have
to trust.
improved.
All they want is the goals, and your
have
argument
improved, but it's
will
not
never
enough.
penetrate these fans because they want instant gratification and they want goals. That's it. That's the bottom line for most of them in here.
Most of them.
But all
Okay,
of them want to
most
talk
of them.
ball, and all of them think they have ball knowledge, but nobody's seeing the minor improvements.
I had to jump back in when she said that. I had to jump. No, I don't care about Charles. Sorry, Charles. I like you. But I'm going to say one thing real quick, yeah? And I'm going to jump back out. I'm going to let you have complete control because I've spoken so much. Yeah, but I'm going to say one thing, yeah? What Riri just said, yeah? I have to say this. It is not absolutely true for everybody is talking as wicked as I am right now, yeah? I do see increments of improvement, but what I am questioning is it enough? And is he able to implement that? Is he able to implement that improvement across the whole of the team? Because it seems like a lot of the team is struggling to adapt to his system. And if he's
He
going
would have to get players, Joe. He would have to get players.
I agree, and this is what my thing is about the next season. This is why, and I think people are taking what I'm saying as dumb, but I literally don't care.
No, I get what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
No, but Joe, not
but
a lot of the team is struggling. That point you said is wrong.
Okay, fair enough. If you disagree with me, you disagree with me. But let's end this on this, yeah? If he doesn't get the players he needs, and I'm talking about needs, if they get needy players next season, he's gone. That's all I'm saying, and it's not his fault then. And this is the problem I'm trying to say. I feel like the manager has a problem, yeah, with the higher ups that he's not. Look, I hope he does in it, but if he doesn't get everything he needs the next season, what are we gonna do and say about the season?
But you're worrying yourself about something that hasn't happened. Why are we worrying ourselves about something that we are yet to see?
But that's the thing. You cannot control the thing. You can't. You can only control the things you can control.
We don't know yet.
You can't control the things that are uncontrollable. You can't control what players they're going to get.
Okay, that's true. So on that point, then, if he can only control the things that he can control, this team that he's got controlling right now in his possession, yeah, what is he doing with it?
Your manager is a dead man.
No, but that is what we are
obviously
saying.
don't have a proper striker. We've all agreed on that.
Even within the team, how many can he control? What he can control is the system. And like I said, we play better out of the back. We transition from the midfield to the attack better. Those are improvements that he's made. What he cannot control is Garnacho seeing a defender overlapping, and instead of passing the ball, he tries to beat. He cannot. Amorim cannot physically go into the field and help make Garnacho pass that ball.
Yeah,
you understand? That is an individual issue. Rasmus Højlund not making the runs, or Rasmus Højlund getting stuck every time, is not something that Amorim can physically go in. Joshua Zexi not being fast when running, Amorim cannot go and run for him. These are individual issues. If he had someone that was running better,
7 defenders in the team is hindering the system as well. Playing 7 defensive
players
in this. He's playing 7 defensive
because I'm sure if he had another attacker, he would have. If Ahmad was fit, Ahmad would have played wing back. He does not intentionally want to play all of the defensive players he's playing. We just don't have choice at the moment.
But the
I
improvement
agree.
in the game, it's obvious, you know, the improvement in the system. I don't know how people changed their opinion from last year. Last year they were saying we want the system, we don't want wins, we don't want fake wins, we don't want fake trophies, and now all of a sudden they want system again. Now all of a sudden they want wins again.
Exactly,
care
Peter.
about
Because when this man came in, everybody was like, "Oh, they
That's
don't
what
care
they
about
do. That's
trophies.
what they do.
They just want to see a style of play." Now we have a style of play. Now you're hearing, "Oh, well, we want trophies." This fan
No,
base
this is the
can't make up their
problem.
mind.
That's
No,
We need
you
to
keep
get
hearing from different halves of the fan base, though. You keep hearing from different
no, but
halves of the
yeah,
fan base
yeah.
because I
I'm noticing,
remember,
though.
I
I'm
remember last
noticing, though.
season because I was on the opposite side of that. I was on the opposite side of that. I was on the opposite side saying that I want trophies. I actually want to see us doing something every season. I prefer to win trophies, yeah, to make sure that we're still relevant in certain things, yeah. And don't get me wrong, that should come with improvements as well, yeah.
My thing
But
is
you
baseline
can't tell me that
performance.
winning doesn't matter. You can't tell me winning doesn't matter.
Now, Joe, this stage that we're in, though, we need to learn to separate performance and results, and sometimes know that even if we get three, we need to learn.
I
to
see
separate.
baseline performances.
One more thing. Derby is supposed to be ugly. Just so you know that.
Yeah.
Every derby is ugly. Don't expect
Even with the Merseyside derby, they said it was one of the most boring derbies, apart from the goal that Liverpool scored. It was one of the most boring derbies ever. After at the end of the first half, people were saying, apart from the tackle that this guy made, they were falling asleep.
But
you understand?
And then also with derbies now, the yesteryear derbies where y'all are looking for that combative nature, these players are not gonna give y'all that because they don't care.
Yeah.
They don't care. That kind of legacy is not for them.
Yeah.
No.
They treat it as just like another game. The fans are the ones that carry the legacy and see it as this. But the players are this is just another game. And you guys are looking for that yesteryear competitive, break your chin, tackle. No, that's never gonna happen anymore.
And a lot of people say they prefer the Europa League. A lot of people say save your strength for the Europa. So if they were saving their strength in this match, why are we complaining?
I feel like we saw what's his name, Thomas Tuchel, and that when they had the handshake at the end, was it Thomas Tuchel and I can't remember the other coach, but like it was just 2 or 3 seasons ago. And there was still like a little bit of like feisty bitterness between two coaches. I think that's what people are asking for. It's not like
But that's what I'm saying, Bots. That's not gonna happen. Look at the end of this game. Look at the hug. Look at the hug. Right, but look at the hug that Pep gave Amarin, and then Bruno and Kevin De Bruyne on the pitch. These players did that kind of animosity and intensity for a derby is not there anymore. It's gone. The fans have it, and that's the only thing that's there. The fans. But the players on the pitch, because most of these players are foreign players anyway, so they don't understand that legacy.
But it can still come back. That's the thing. It's like I get it that it's gone, but it can still come back. I feel like we are, as fans, we're just asking for that. We're just asking for a little bit more fight, and that's not an unreasonable ask.
No, I'm not saying it's unreasonable on a derby day.
Like it can never come back. That's how I feel like you're saying it, though. Really,
No. That's not what she's saying. She's saying once these players become passionate about just wearing a goddamn shirt again, that's when it will become
exactly.
That's what she's
But
saying.
right now they don't care.
How did you not hear that? No,
they don't care.
There's a lot of wishy-washy players on this team. There's a lot of wishy-washy players. There's a couple that care about their own career enough to always fight. And Bruno, even the likes of Garnacho, at least he tries, even though he's trying the wrong thing. But at least he's trying. There's players out there that don't care, though. There are players out there that don't care.
You know who's a man used to always be up for a derby, Joe? McTominay. McTominay used to always be up for a derby.
No, McTominay was always up for a fight. Don't care what match it was. That's why McTominay got respect for every single manager. Do you know what? Riri, 1 second though. Let's talk to these two haters in there before I bring back the man them, yeah? What do you two dickheads want?
Well. No need to come with such anger.
Nah, the first thing out of your mouth, what did you say? Your team's dead. I heard you. Don't think I didn't hear you, bro.
No. I said Amorim is a dead man walking if you don't win Europa. Because
that's what you said in the chat. You opened your mouth and you said your team is dead or your manager's dead.
I said your manager's dead. He's a dead man walking, like he's walking to the sack if he doesn't win this Europa.
If I had VAR right now, you see, I swear to God, I would catch you. But you know what? Let's go to you two.
First of all, before I start,
it's funny. I think Amorim is not.
No, Mr. Botts, before you start, I would just like to say I've made a form about your crime tonight. Tomorrow morning I'll bring it to Mr. Kilograms so he can deal with you personally.
What crimes? I want to know what these are. What crimes?
You know what?
No, he said you, Bots. He said you,
doctor. With the doctor, he knows what he done. We didn't finish it, and he refused to sing the song. So we'll get to.
We'll talk about that another time. But you know what? You two ops. Let's get to the point. Yeah, you're talking about my manager. I want to ask you about your stupid manager, fam. Yeah, Arsenal fan. Why are you coming here talking about my manager like your manager's doing anything?
My friend,
what's your manager doing? Why isn't he getting the sack?
My club is not the topic here. We're talking about your club.
Yeah, it is. No, you come in talking about my club. I want to talk about your club, fam. Why is you talking about my club like your manager don't deserve the sack too, fam?
So
he does. I agree, but I agree.
Okay, Liverpool lost. So do you guys think you still have a chance?
Of what?
Anything. Fucking waste club. You don't do shit, bro. you do nothing. You're happy with a second place trophy.
We do more than you.
What are you doing more than us? They won nothing in the last 2 years. What we've done more than you. We've been finishing 13th. Last season, what did you win? Last season, what'd you win? Second place trophy. Shut up, man. What'd you win?
My friend, what are you going to win? What are you going to win? What did
you win last season? No, what you said? You just said you done more than us. What did you win last season? Blood.
We didn't win anything.
What did we win last season? Blood.
I don't know.
What?
I don't know what you won.
Oh, you don't know what we win?
What the Carabao FA Cup?
You weren't there. Bro, listen, bro. We was dancing on people's graves last season. You don't remember the whole fact that we kept Ten Hag. Why did we keep Ten Hag? Why did? Yes, bro. We was dancing on. Hey, bro. We're still gonna dance on your grave. If we win the Europa and you don't win nothing, what are you gonna do then? What are you gonna do then? We're gonna come,
win it.
bro.
You're not gonna win it.
Do you think it's gonna happen if you do not win anything and we win the Europa League? I have to switch to this just so I have to ask you a question. First of all, hold on. Why did you come here just to embarrass yourself like this?
Stupid ball. Scallywag.
Stupid boy.
Right.
You're not gonna win.
Because guess why? Because you ain't gonna
win us nothing. Absolutely nothing.
You understand what I'm saying to you? Yeah, and then you're in the season. Listening to your favorite hit.
That's not Jabbo. That's not Jabbo. That's not you play.
And then on top of no, I'm not finished. I've got one more for your head. No, I'm not done. And then on top of that, we're gonna have to add another 2 years onto this song.
Yeah. You know, sometimes you gotta talk to these Arsenal fans, you know what I'm saying? Arsenal lost. That's right, they lost. You know, you gotta do that.
Again! You're wasting, claim it, bro. You've not done more than us. Just because you're higher up the table, you have actually not done more than us in the last couple of years. You're a waste man manager. Our manager got sacked with your manager winning nothing in his time.
It'll be third time, right? You get number 2. So that's the treble for.
That's the trophy.
That's the number 2. You
That's
complete
the trophy. I'm done now. By the way, you asked me if I was finished, and when I'm finished, you're not saying nothing. I went through the whole list of all. I'm done.
Thank you. Now, I would like to talk about some players first of all before I even get to what you were talking about. Your number 7 tonight.
Just reload the song. Joe. Just reload this one. Just reload this one.
Shit. Which one? I've got an abundance of cheese here. I'm ready for this.
Just reload the Arsenal Jabo, bro. Just...
Arsenal Jabo. Arsenal Jabo. Arsenal Lule. Arsenal Jabo. Arsenal Jabo. Arsenal Lule. Jabo, 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 Lule, 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 Jabo, 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 Lule, Lule, Lule. Arsenal Jabo, Monty Jabo, Arsenal Jabo, Monty Jabo, Arsenal Lule, Lule, Lule. Arsenal Jabo, Arsenal Jabo. That's not Lule. One man Lule Lord himself. That's not Jabo. One T Jabo. That's not Jabo. One man Jabo Lord. That's not Lule. One T.
I was so close to ending the stream. I'm not gonna lie. But you know what? Yeah, we got some super chats. I need to respect them.
Before you read the super chat, let this up talk. Right.
Yeah, Riley, you've been waiting for a while, bro.
Yeah.
Do you know what, Joe? I want to praise a couple of players. Ugarte, first of all, 2.27 expected goals of 3 shots. Incredible. As of Fernandez, only 1 shot, but 0.53 expected assists. And
did you just say
do you know?
Because you know sometimes
what's going on with Riley?
Sounds like Tino. Good catch.
Riley had a
No,
glitch.
he said as well Bruno Fernandes.
I said as well
I
as
said
Bruno
as
Fernandes.
well.
As well as Bruno Fernandes, 0.53. As well as Bruno Fernandes, 0.53.
I'm watching now.
Expected assists. I'll tell you what, Onana, 10 recoveries. And can you believe
what was he saying sorry for then? No. We ain't gonna get past this. Why do you say sorry if you didn't say nothing wrong?
I thought I said
that's how he is, Joe. Don't pressure him. That's how he is. Let him finish. Allow it.
Andre, what a legend. 6 saves, 3 of those diving saves. What a legend he's been throughout the whole match. Ugarte, 0.27 expected goals. Bruno Fernandes, 0.53 expected goals. I've got to praise those people. They've been fantastic from start to finish, especially the goalkeeper coming away. He knew exactly how to
Riley needs to teach some of our fans how to talk about our players, bro. Like legit. You hear Riley? Riley's an op and he's talking like this about our players. And we can't even get our own fans to talk about our players like this.
Riley's a part-time news reporter. He's trying to be a fan of every club, bro. I see it. But listen.
But do you know what I'm going to say? It's about time that we see it go over the roof. I mean, for the whole of the game, listen to this. 0.92 expected goals, 13 shots, 5 off targets, 6 block shots. Do you know what? It's saying most. Yeah, we've had chances and all of that today. But for United, they got to put some of the shots in.
You are very right, Riley. I think we all agree on that.
Next game, go back, regroup, focus next game, get some balls in the net, and you could quickly turn those into wins.
Big up,
Riley. I'm gonna tell you.
Big up, Riley. Thank you for that breakdown, man.
Big up, Riley, but don't go anywhere. Stay right where you are. Yeah.
Why?
I'm gonna ask you some fucking questions now too. Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna tell you this. Yeah, all them stats you just pulled out for us. Yeah. What about your team?
Team. Well, I've got to be honest with you. We didn't do well. 0-0 draw against Brentford. Absolutely terrible today. Let's
talk about them stats. Let's talk about some of those stats, bro. What kind of stats did you have in that match? Do you know what I mean? You're talking about our improvements and where we need to improve. Where do your team need to improve then?
Well, basically on the attack, that's the most important thing. Because if we put those shots, we could instantly turn those into goals.
You literally just did the same thing. So you are the same position as Man United after spending how much billions of pounds? Is that what you're telling me? Because you just said that we need to fix the same thing that you need to fix, your attack. And apparently it will go like that.
Yeah, we got to put those shots.
Get out. You? Oh, no.
How's Jadon Sancho doing, Riley?
Yeah. Such a great one. Are you actually here? Or you just been on mute this whole time, not saying anything?
Nah, bro. Man's here still.
Right. Did he speak to Great One earlier?
Nah, not really.
No.
Yes, you didn't speak. Okay, look.
Big up Joe, big up the panel.
Thank you.
Yo, listen,
I want to end with
you. Ladies right now, Great One.
That's what I'm saying. It's us and the ladies, and I wanted to end with the ladies. So go ahead.
Listen. So much has been said. His uncle was spitting facts still. You get me? So, and it's late. You get me? So I'm just here, bro. You get me? I just want to be. I want to make the nominations. For next year's RSA. So I'm just.
So what category are you trying to get into?
I don't care. Bro. I'm just here.
Here for vibes category.
I was not checking. No, you are not chatting nothing award, bro. Man, I'm just here award. I'm just here award. I'm just here, bro. I just want something. Get me, bro. I'm just here.
I'm in the Match Day Squad award. You know, like.
Man, what's that? What's his name? That was that guy that played for Man City that just collected an award for nothing? Was it Phillips? Am I supposed to?
Yeah.
Right. Ladies, Riri and Doctor, the official head ladies of this channel, as far as I'm concerned. Like the only two ladies that we have here mainly. Yeah. You're kind of the voice of the. I know this is crazy, but you two are kind of the voice of the records community, for the women anyway. Let's be honest.
Bring balance to the conversations.
Well, I think Riri brings balance. I think I don't know what Doctor brings. She brings.
I didn't say what kind of balance.
What?
Riri brings balance. Doctor, you bring in that hopey end. Yeah, I want some people told you to get off your medication. They've told you to stop self-medicating. I've been there. Yeah.
To be fair, I'm no. This is being real life. I'm full of hopium and delusion. And trust me, I love it. I actually love it where I am.
I love that you have hope in it, yeah. But when you come out with Onana's going to get 7 goal assists.
No, I'm.
Contribution, whatever you want to call it. GA.
With Onana, I get it. I said that out of hopium, and I'm not letting it go.
Even hope.
What I'm saying is we need a number 1, but he can stay. That's all I'm saying. I'm not telling him to go totally.
Do you know what? The fact that you said that we bring balance, and then she said that stupidness again, yeah. She's not staying. She's not staying.
No, she's
I don't
saying,
care.
No,
she said so much shit. Onana's gonna get 7 GA. Hold on, Onana's gonna get 7 GA, but we need a new number 1. How is that balance? It's not balance.
No, but
why do you want our Doctor? Why do you want our goalkeeper to get 7 GA anyway? Save some fucking goals first, Brad. What the hell's wrong with him? But he's getting 7 GA. Save 7 goals in a game first.
That's never happening. You know that's never happening.
But there you go.
Never happening.
What I'm talking about. Let's get some real balance. Yeah.
Yo, you saw today in the game. What corner kick was that, bro? When he like barely barred the ball off, like exactly
that thing.
Yo,
that thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, I swear to God, I'm a better goalkeeper than Onana. Remember, I said that to you. Yeah. Remember, I said that I'm a better goalkeeper than Onana.
I saw. You know, when Marmoush took the free kick today, I literally was just thinking that any free kick taker tells themselves, "I have to just keep it on target." You have a high chance.
You know what's so funny though?
Yeah. What?
People are bigging up that save he made today. That save was directly at him. He's a goalkeeper. That wasn't no crazy save. Like that wasn't. It wasn't no crazy save. The ones that he dived for weren't like power kicks. Like they weren't. I don't understand. Like it's not. He didn't do any extraordinary saves today. He did goalkeeping saves, goalkeeping shit. The things we pay him for.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are we doing right now?
Tell them, please. How much people is telling that you're speaking facts right now? You know, the funny thing is, yeah, I'm actually done with the Onana experiment. Like, I didn't like it at first in the first place. Then I tried to be the positive guy. Then I thought, fuck that, he ain't doing me no positive. So why am I giving him any positives? Like, I'm done. I'm done. And I was trying to be positive during the 10 Hag era. I'm done with that.
Listen. I think everybody at this point has realized that we do need, unfortunately, we do need a goalkeeper. We do need a goalkeeper. Because I think with the type of play that Amarin wants to play, we need somebody to be like have their head on a swivel in that goal come next season. You know what I mean? And he's not it. Like he legit is not it. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that that he hasn't worked out to this point. But yeah. Definitely.
I just want better.
No, but we should want better. Like we should want better. We definitely want better.
I thought we were gonna see a really astronomically a big difference in distribution compared to say David De Gea.
No, that's because y'all listen to Warcel and his dumbass takes, and everybody jumped on that bullshit wagon. Him and Cam, they used to piss me off so badly, son.
Why?
Because all their takes now are trash. If you look back at it, it was trash. Oh, he's this kind of goalkeeper. Bring him in. He comes in and he's doing the same shit that De Gea was doing. Moving the ball along.
No. Hey, listen. You mean the kicking shit?
And I'm not saying, and I'm not sitting here saying that De Gea didn't need to go. De Gea was, he did need to be moved on or whatever the case may be. But then we went and got this trash.
But
how you get rid of a winner and bring this dude in, and he over here today, like Joe said, grabbing at air from a corner kick, like that shit is just insane to me.
Because you know why? Because his only other response to when it goes over his head is this. So he's got to do something now because we've all sussed him. He does nothing. And if he does anything, he does it too late. And it's useless.
Joe, we got, I don't know what they got in England that they call for special needs kids. We got something called an IEP. He needs an IEP, bro. Like legit needs an IEP.
You have to go now.
I literally
was go now. Nah, really. I might see you with. But you know what? I have to see you with this one. Hold on.
Blood. He has to go, blood.
To go, blood. She had to go.
No, she had to go. She knew what she was doing.
Oh, jeez.
Wow. What a show. What a show, Joe. What a show. Really like interesting conversations, and like I really, for me, the big takeaway is trying to see the performance of the team and then the results of the team as two separate things. And like if that way you can actually help, it can help you see the progress a little bit more if you try and do it that way. I think that was like a very, 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 very big discussion that we had earlier. And that's I guess one big takeaway, I guess. So anyway, guys, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to go to this guy's channel. It's called Backhand Entertainment.
It exists. It exists. It exists.
It exists. And my channel is Football Power Hour. And Also, big up to the Don himself, KG. Make sure you subscribe. Yeah, man, what a boring derby, but great discussion anyway. Anything else you want to add, bro?
Yeah, I'm just gonna add what I took away from the game. You know,
Yeah.
I think that
Them dead, them dead, them dead, them dead, them dead.